We're back. There we go.
We're here in the screen, in the room.
We
exist.
We're not queer, but we can be if you want us to. We're not here. Yeah. We're not queer.
But we can be if you pay us enough. We're here.
Whoa. I do it out of love. I do it out of, like, Deadpool pansexual love, I meant.
It's a financial transaction for me, mate.
Yeah, fair enough, okay. Whatever gets you going, man.
Yep.
So a lot of people, to be fair, do get turned on by money.
By being paid, yeah.
It's weird. Some people, legitimately get a high.
I reckon that might be a perfect combination to become a hooker. Is if you
yeah.
get sexually attracted by people giving you money, and you're also
in a bit of a nympho.
It's a pretty good combo. It's a good way to live.
I totally think. I think we both said this before.
Yeah.
I don't know actually if you fully agree, but prostitution should be completely legal.
100% should be, yeah.
I mean, I'm just going to turn the camera.
And it should be entirely controlled by the woman who is doing that thing, or a conglomerate of people if they choose to join into a group.
Well, group what are you on about now?
Yeah, like if there's a brothel, it should all be sort of, held in the crowd. Well, it's like Nevada's been doing it right for fucking years at this stage.
How did I get time to do it before Kurt Cobain shot himself?
I don't know.
Oh, wait, Nevada. You actually said Nevada as well, didn't you? That was a fucking terrible joke. I'm sorry. I'm waking up still myself.
That's
that was
alright. I
fucking
quite
atrocious.
enjoyed it anyway. I quite enjoyed it.
I didn't. I like a bad joke, but that wasn't even a funny bad joke. That was. I felt myself. I was disappointed in myself.
Yeah. Nirvana's a different place. Nirvana's a spiritual plane.
Oh well, yeah, it does exist.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Theoretically.
When you get really high, when you're really happy, that's Nirvana.
That is a state of Nirvana, yeah.
Which is like when you get older, man. This sounds really bad, but it's very hard to find that like blast of happiness that you used to get as a kid.
Oh yeah, like when you discover a new band when you're a kid and it's like, this is the best thing I've ever heard. I want to listen to all of it. And now I'm an old person. I'm like, oh yeah, I heard a song on the radio by this person. I don't know their name, but it's an alright song.
Oh, you know what? I still get excited with music because as much as I don't go out my way to listen to it a lot, it always helps me or gets me in the mood or I enjoy it. It gets me going like all over kind of thing, especially if I start rapping along and stuff. Oh, the toys already fell. Steiner, Randy. Okay, I'll have to go down here.
It's alright. They'll join us on the couch.
They're going to be shouting. They'll have their own place.
Yeah.
We're going to have, like I said, we're going to have to get more cameras. We're going to have to use different camera angles so we can get more shots of the different
stuff. You
stuff.
can get AI software now apparently that allows the camera to like track to you.
To like who?
Yeah, so you can have a camera there and a camera there, and one camera would track you, the other camera would track me. So
that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got to look into that as we get the sponsor. Which
I've
hardly probably.
It's inevitable at this point.
I've got some in mind, that I'm going to go and speak to now. I've already had the one person, but they didn't want to do it because they were worried about the bank being big. It was a cryptocurrency thing.
Oh, right, yeah.
Person that I use, and they're great the way that they do it. It's a little business now. But they're just worried about the because it's completely legal, but the banks just try and screw you, and if they know you're doing it from an account,
especially in the UK now.
Yeah, in the UK,
you have to actually pay tax on your Bitcoin transactions. They've made that a fucking a law.
I mean that, but how do they even track that on Bitcoin specifically?
Yeah, well, not just Bitcoin. It's on
all crypto.
All crypto. Yeah.
I wonder how they would.
That's why it suddenly became like a lot of people stopped using crypto all of a sudden. Around the UK, yeah, there's a lot of places who are just like, well, if they're going to do this, then we'll just go back to fucking cash.
Monero seems to be going up. Oh, if I'm getting more for my money, does that mean Monero is going up, or is it getting cheaper? So it's doing bad.
Well,
how does that work?
No, when I bought crypto last, I bought a bit of a Bitcoin to buy some stuff, and it was what was it?
Digital.
It was like 30 grand for a Bitcoin at the time.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how much a Bitcoin is.
I bought a point of a Bitcoin, a bit of a Bitcoin.
Yeah. Because I always forget that, when you're looking at it, it's always 0 point something.
Yeah. But then I sort of if I'd held on to that, it would have been worth twice as much about 4 months ago.
Oh,
well, not even 4 months ago, about 3 months ago.
Yeah,
but now it's suddenly worth about 50 grand, 45 grand, because it's just so fucking like. The amount of your Bitcoin can be worth can fluctuate so quickly, like in literal minutes. It's ridiculous.
So I just realised I left them out over here. I'm going to turn the thingy back up a little bit. See, that's the thing that I've never even thought about getting it for that reason. I know we can do it and all that, but Oh, that was a lot more than I thought. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I'm just that's not my bag at all, man. Like holding on to something. If I have like, it's just money. When you have Bitcoin, it's like how many?
Yeah.
There's things that I like to buy that I can buy with Bitcoin. How am I not going to buy it?
Well, the thing is, there's stuff dropping down at the moment in Bitcoin where it's becoming cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, and it will eventually get to a point where Bitcoin's going to be worth about 25k again. And that's when.
Does that mean you'll get less though when you buy it?
No, it means you get more when you buy it.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, and that means that you hold on to that, wait till it suddenly goes up to fucking 60, 70, 80k again, and then just sell off then, and you've made a fucking tidy profit.
I see, yeah. That's not going to happen, no. I'm just going to spend it on drugs. I mean, digital...
Legal things.
Oh, vouchers. That's what I buy, yeah.
Digital vouchers.
Vouchers for gigs, I think.
Is that it?
I think I've gotten to see AC/DC about 17 times lately.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's fucking great, yeah. I didn't even realise they were touring that much in the UK over and over and over and over and over in the same venue, I think, probably.
Yeah.
It's amazing. The fact that they'll do that at the age that they're at now.
Fuck it.
I have respect for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite impressive actually that they have been on a tour.
I don't know. I don't really know if they have. I'm taking
have.
Oh, they have. Okay. Man, I saw them on tour like 10 years ago.
Yeah, and they said it was going to be the last tour then.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they said it was the last tour. Yeah. That's bullshit. I'm
to
paid
be
out
fair-
for that.
To be fair, it was
Just
the
for
last,
them.
I think it was the last tour with the full band, because I think they've swapped a couple of members out.
Oh, okay, yeah. So some of them are like, "No, what are you doing? Don't be silly. We said we were done.
Yeah.
I can't be fucked, man. Have you seen my knees? They're fucked. I can't get into that. I'm guessing the child's still there.
Yeah.
Angus, or whatever his name is. He's
yeah,
still there.
Yeah,
he'd have to be.
Still wearing the kid's uniform.
Yeah, like he was amazing when I saw them.
They got the singer back though, which was interesting because I thought he said he was having like hearing trouble or something for a while, but apparently he's managed to resolve it to a certain extent.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, how much do you really need to be able to hear to? I know that sounds dumb, but to be able to
You
sing,
definitely
but yeah,
do need to. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Otherwise, you could be off pitch and you'd have no
Yeah.
idea. You'd have absolutely no idea.
I mean, for that band, though, you probably wouldn't notice very much.
Oh, come on. AC/DC.
Yeah, they're amazing singers. I hear them singing, I'm like, whoa, wow.
They are amazing singers.
Yeah, totally. I know
They're
what you
rock
said.
singers.
They're what?
They're rock singers, mate.
Yeah.
There's two different kinds of AC/DC singing because there were the two different singers. So there's the.
Oh, was there?
Yeah, there was the original guy who was Australian because they were an Australian band originally.
Oh, I did.
They were all Australian.
Well, I mean, so they are an Australian band
They're an
still.
Australian
It's just
band.
one that
It's
isn't.
just one of them is now from like
Where's he from? Go on. Wales.
Newcastle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, Newcastle is very close to. It's what I'd consider England's Australia.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
You go down to Newcastle. It's like the outback everywhere.
Yeah.
You got snakes everywhere, man.
Yeah, it's dangerous out there. You don't want to be
Fucking
going out there.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, no,
The legs that flop over you out of nowhere.
the original singer was like, what was it? It was like, cause I'm.
There's one some of this, by the way. I don't know if you like drinking out of other people's cans. I think
Right.
you can have like a little half of it if you wanted.
The original guy kind of sounded a little bit like that. It was a bit weird. It was a bit strange. It was a bit crazy. That kind of thing.
The fuck were you on about?
Yeah,
now?
the original singer for AC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he had one which, what was it? They had one which was just about having a big ballroom. And it was, I throw the biggest ball. I've got big balls.
Was this a song? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you've got big balls, but he's got the biggest balls of them all.
Oh, that just sounds like a fucking
My balls are held for charity and some for fancy dress, but it's when they're held for pleasure they're the balls that I like best. My balls are always bouncing to the left and to the right. That's my belief that my big balls should be held every night.
Turn that on silent, and that will help me ignore what the fuck you are on about.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't understand what that was.
That was the original version of AC/DC, and then
That didn't sound like AC/DC. That sounded like Monty Python.
yeah, it's not far off. They were
It really sounded
they had some proper joke songs, and then when AC/DC came back with Back in Black, which was the one after that's when they got the new singer. He's like
every fucking band when they're getting together and playing, trying out songs to play together to see how you vibe. If you're a rock band, that is one of the ones that will always be picked.
Back in Black.
Someone will always pick it.
They'll always play it.
I've done it so much.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I've never played it on stage.
It's
or
a
anything.
piece of piss to play as
Exactly.
well.
It's fun. It's like even if you don't know the song, you don't. When I first heard it, I didn't even realise that it was that. I was just like, I like this tune. It's fun. But you just kind of know what to play with because you can just hear it. Even if you don't realise, you fucking know it. And I should have, because I'd have already seen them on stage by then.
Yeah, that's AC/DC's fucking thing, though. AC/DC have always been the kings of riff rock. They just create a fucking tasty riff and they build a song around that tasty riff.
I like that. That's good. You need that.
That's it.
Man, if you
That's my kind of music. I love riff rock. Riff rock is the best.
It's exactly the same as like in rap. If you've got a good hook, then that just makes the song better. Like a great rapper is shit without a good beat. You need it.
Yeah.
Like some of Eminem, some of the new Eminem album transitioned to something that's maybe not quite as current as AC/DC, but you know, the new Eminem album, The Death of Slim Shady, Coup de Grace.
Yeah, I still haven't listened to any of it. Really,
it's long.
Yeah,
it's a long album. I've found about 2 or 3 I like. It's not a good ratio.
Yeah, that's not great. That's the same ratio for me as Chinese Democracy.
God.
Yeah.
That's a very bad comparison.
That is a bad bar.
That is a bad bar.
Because there's only 3 good songs on Chinese Democracy, and it's the first 3 songs, and they get worse as they go along. Until they get to the 4th song, and it's like, I'm not listening to this anymore.
Just being reminded then about how I got Rick rolled with that album. I've told you that, haven't I?
That was incredible, man.
There's genuine. I should tell it on stage, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
There's another one I should tell.
Yeah.
I'm
The fact that you were like, oh no, this is definitely part of the album. This is definitely something that
I genuinely
that he would have
believed
chosen
it,
to do.
all I'd heard was that guy was fucking crazy,
and it makes sense for a crazy person to put an entire drop of Rickroll in an album they're making.
That with him, yeah, especially because of how he was making the album too.
Yeah.
He was like it's a crazy way of doing it.
Yeah.
Going through like every chord, every strum, doing it himself and putting it together because he can't play the instruments. So just doing one pluck, one at a time, putting it together in the computer. So he's doing everything.
Yeah.
So to me, the idea that he would put a Rick Roll in the same bit in every song.
Yeah. The weirdest part was as well is like he switched guitarists like 4 times during the fucking making of that fucking album.
I thought he ended up doing it himself. That's why.
Yeah, because originally it started off with I can't remember who it was, but eventually it became Buckethead. Do you remember Buckethead at all?
No.
Buckethead was this weird, like, savant guitarist kind of dude. And he used to wear a KFC bucket on the top of his head. And
that sounds familiar.
And then have, like, a mask over the top of it as well with, like, this fake long hair coming down either side. And he was a really fucking good guitarist, but he was also fucking weird. And, like...
all the good... I wasn't just texting or anything, and I was writing notes for... I'm getting back on stage this Thursday, by the way. That's why I was writing that down, reminding me of things that I'm going to be doing in the future.
This is all a process.
That is literally my process. Think of something that I want to do, write it down, then I'll figure it out more later.
Yeah.
Or just riff on it now as I'm trying to do more. That's my riffing list. Sorry, I interrupted you about something else.
That's alright, a riffing list is a good list.
Okay. You know what, I just realised something I need to do. Just chat with them for 2 seconds and I'll be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk.
And then, well, in a moment, not straight away, we'll get into today's topic. That's all about Nikola Tesla, some of the crazy shit he invented, and his death, and were the Nazis involved?
Ooh.
Nazis and Nikola Tesla. I had no idea they crossed over.
Nazis.
But they fucking did. Did you know they crossed over?
No.
They fucking crossed over, man. It's like Marvel and DC. It's more than that.
I wanted to do a FPS game once where you played as Nikola Tesla, and as you went along, you made more horrific like electronic death weapons. Until you get to the point where you create Tesla's death ray, which is a fucking actual thing he mentioned.
We will get to that.
Yeah.
We will get to that, sir.
And the entire thing is like you're fighting against Edison, who's like taking all of your stuff.
We will
and
get to
turning it
him as
into,
well.
Like a full-blown military like domination throughout the world, and you're trying to take him down as Nikola Tesla, destroying your own like.
Do you just run around
works that you
electrocuting
stole
people
from
as Nikola Tesla?
Yeah.
I want it made now. I want it made.
Yeah. It sounds great, doesn't it?
It does.
Who the fuck doesn't want to play as Nikola Tesla? He'd have his little pet girlfriend pigeon with her. That's a real thing, by the way. Nikola Tesla did try to marry a pigeon. So, you know, very, very smart man, genius. Bit crazy. Tends to be the way it goes, especially with someone as smart as Nikola Tesla. But like even then, marrying a pigeon, really? Like that's your choice. You wanna get down with a fluffy little bird? Like that's twisted on a lot of levels. I mean, did he think someone else's mind was in it? You know, Maybe it was. Maybe Nikola Tesla had done this horrible experiment and turned this poor woman into a pigeon, and then from there had to just I've got to carry this pigeon with me everywhere because I feel guilty. You know, I mean, who wouldn't feel guilty turning someone into a fucking sky rat? Jesus Christ. That's my nightmare, that is. That's hell to me, is being a pigeon. Imagine being a fucking pigeon. Just spending the entire time pecking at shit off the floor. Ugh. No. Cats. There's a cat in the room. Cats are the better ones. Cats know how it's going. Don't you? Don't you, Twinkle? Completely asleep. Oh dear. It's been a long, long time.
Thank you very much.
And there ain't nobody out there except for me and this kitty.
Happy birthday to you.
What is this?
Happy birthday to you. Don't you sing? It's for you.
Yeah.
You sit the fuck down and shut up while I sing. Happy birthday to Nathan. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you very much. Let me just...
It's fire. Yay.
Oh,
Did you make a wish?
I forgot to.
Lucky for you, there's an actual app now where you can go to and you can retrieve wishes that weren't wished upon. So you've got that in the bank now. I'll send you a link later.
Okay, cool.
Go. See, because we give love here. We give love here. Is it nice?
It's pretty good.
Go. I handled it with my very dirty hands, so I'm sorry if you get anything. Okay, cool. But today, then, we are going to be talking about Nikola Tesla because a man that led the world into another stage of history.
Yeah.
And I thought about that because I was thinking about other people recently that have been in the news that almost took us to a new stage of history. Like that weird fella that almost shot Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's another dude just like Tesla that took us. I'll get the segue. It'll come. That took us into a new line of history.
Get the segue, it'll come.
It'll come. We almost went into the line where we were almost JFK'd again.
We were.
Well, not us because we're not there. We're British, but we're basically American
Yeah.
light with the 51st state. I think that's what that film's about. Samuel Jackson when he's in a dress as well.
Isn't that set in like England?
Yeah, that's where we are. You nipple.
Yeah, but are we the first 50? Oh right.
No, that's exactly because it's 50 at the moment, isn't it? Hawaii's 50.
Yeah.
And it was Alaska 49.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So then we're 51 technically.
Yeah.
Well, not technically, but the exact opposite of
We
technically.
will be eventually. I think.
Yeah. But anyway, the guy.
I'd dig that. I'd dig it if they were like, "Oh, UK, do you want to be part of the Americas now?" It's like, "Fuck yeah, go on then."
I wouldn't be up for it.
Are you kidding me?
Oh.
I could immediately go anywhere I wanted in America. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, bro.
And you know why I don't know if I'd be up for it? Because I have made a choice, and I'm doing something that I've wanted to do for a long time, and I'm doing it now. I'm going into politics. I'm doing it.
What are you going to do for politics?
Well, because I've known the system all. I want to do all the local running and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I want to do it straight away. It depends on how the other stuff goes. Because the comedy stuff and the podcast is always president.
Yeah.
So if they ever moan at me about what I'm saying on things, then it's like, okay, well, I don't want to work with you then.
Yeah.
So I don't know how it will go. Because I'm not going to change me at all. That's the point. And I wanted to go for a party. I didn't know who I wanted to go for. That was another issue for ages. Because as you know, my beliefs are some are left, some are right. I don't know where I sit. I don't agree largely with a lot of the stuff that people say.
Yeah.
The ways that they go in that. But yeah, I think I know who I'm going to go for now. I do know. I know who I'm going for. I'm going for reform.
Thought you would.
Yeah. That's interesting. Why did you think I would?
You were talking about them last time.
Was I? Oh, I don't remember what I talk about, man. I know that everything I say is like grand, like
Yeah.
beauty.
Really important.
Really important shit.
Really important.
Yeah.
No, I mean, does the UK part need reforming? Yes, it does. Do I think Nigel Farage is necessarily the one to do it?
That doesn't mean I believe that either.
No.
That doesn't mean I don't either.
Right.
I don't think, to be fair, man, in all honesty, I don't think there's actually anything wrong with Nigel Farage. Like, and that's not just saying it for that. I don't give a shit. Like, I'll find some stuff I can insult him for. I'm sure there's plenty.
Yeah.
I don't have anything against him for that. Like, I think nothing I've heard. But I'm saying that there might be fucking shit for like.
Oh, there's plenty. But
I'd still be totally down for doing like a Nigel Farage episode, like looking at, or some way we can do that, like modern politics, looking at all that shit.
The thing is, ultimately, I think the most political parties have a problem of it's still being run by
the guy who
old men with money.
That's the thing, yeah. When I was looking at the thing of who's in there, like, because obviously right now they want a lot of people, which is why it's a good time to get in there. And I looked and I thought there'd be money involved, but there's nothing. You just literally sign up to run in there in the local elections, choose the area and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
An area that you have something to do, so I do all around here. That means I'll be going up, if I do this area, I'll be going up against Jess Phillips. So I won't be going up against Jess Phillips, I'd be going up, as far as I'm concerned, in an area that's always been Labour though. But going up more to say, like, look at these last 4 years, they haven't done anything in that time. I guarantee you that's what we'll be saying when we get to those 4 years.
Yeah.
And if that's not the case, then maybe I'll need to change who I'm running with.
Yeah.
And I'm not afraid to do that either. But I like them at the moment, so I want to get in there and start doing it.
Yeah.
I don't know what the process is going to be like. I don't know how long it would take, how much it would be involved in it. Maybe I'll want to wait for a few years.
You might want to find out what the vibe's like as well.
Well, it'll still be either way. It'll still be another 4 years to the next election either way.
Yeah.
You know, so that's a lot of time. But yeah, I'm doing it now. And it's just a lot to fill in. I'm midway through doing it all.
Yeah.
It's interesting though. Yeah, you totally could. I mean, you can literally on the internet, you know, sign up to run for the Prime Minister. Fully, that's ridiculous, man. But that's I know.
Excuse
me. Nico Milano did that, but he
Yeah.
did it independently, and he had to pay 10 grand to actually run in the end for Thingy. So that's an independent, I'm guessing, because you're not doing it with a party. It's quite funny, but yeah. So, and to be fair, right now in the world, one of the most famous world leaders used to be a comedian, Mr. Zelensky.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Yeah, what am I thinking? Yeah.
And Donald Trump, basically.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And he's such a great president now that people are shooting him to try and stop him.
Yeah, that's...
Thank God the right can't aim. No. Thank God the left can't aim. Thank God the right don't riot. You know one thing I've noticed though now about Tom McDonald since he brought that song out, and we will get to Tesla. The segue is still coming somewhere.
Also, the right don't riot. Well, you know...
Yeah. Don't
They definitely do.
I think they I've learned from some of his songs now though, like some of his more recent ones. Like, I really like his music. I don't think I fully agree with a lot of what he says.
No, yeah.
There was something specifically when he was talking about science being the in that song. He mentions about science being the enemy. I'm like, what? Who now? What? Science is the enemy.
Yeah.
How can you say that when you're rapping through the microphone?
Yeah.
You did not create this beat by hitting stuff.
No.
And even if you did, you just...
It got around all the way around the internet. You want to know how? Science.
You know, I just realised I didn't fucking copy my stuff over.
Oh, what has he done?
No, I can just carry on for a minute. No, just...
That's alright. I can vamp.
Oh, it's nothing they can even see anyway, so they have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just sitting there and they're like, yeah, look at this good hand.
I'm proper happy with the shoe gluing job I did though. Look at that.
It is a great shoe gluing job.
Yeah, it was proper sweet.
I think it's the more you move it around to try and show it now that you could accidentally
It's past the curing time now. I did it at like 2:00 yesterday, and it takes 24 hours to cure properly.
I've never heard somebody describe
That's
glue drying as curing.
That's what it's called, curing.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
It's like you dry cooking a ham. No, you dry airing a ham, whatever it's called.
It's not a dissimilar thing.
Did you enjoy the ham after?
Which ham?
The ham that you cured.
I didn't cure no ham. I cured my shoes.
Oh, were they ill?
No, well, I mean, one of them.
Did they have an illness?
Yeah.
Oh, they did actually, didn't they?
Flappiness.
Yeah, flappiness actually.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not wrong there. Are you looking forward to Deadpool and...
Oh, mate, it's the day
Wolverine?
after my birthday, so I'm probably going to go watch that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man, you're going that... Oh, that's going to be, like, busy as fuck. Oh, it's rated R, so it's not going to be as busy, actually.
Yeah.
So, that will take out a big portion of the kids.
Yeah.
I will try and take Max to it if I can. Just because I reckon he's old enough to get... It looks big enough now to pass for 15 if I just go myself and do it. I was trying to figure it out with the Goth the other day. You know, how we could make sure I can get him in. I'll go and buy the tickets first, you know.
Yeah, have the tickets printed off and just walk up.
Exactly, yeah.
I used to do that all the fucking time when I was a kid.
Oh, there was a thing that I used to do. I think it's Solihull Cinema. I mean, I didn't used to do. A friend used to do it. I wouldn't do this.
To be fair, I could pass for 18 when I was like 15 quite happily.
Say it again, sorry.
I could pass for 18 when I was 15 quite happily.
Oh, really? I'm the exact opposite of that.
Yeah.
I got ID not that long ago. I presumed it was 16.
Really?
I mean, yeah. As soon as I said like my age, I put my thing down. She was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think that like it's like I think 18 for that. So technically she was IDing me for 18.
Yeah.
No, still though.
I think part of it depends on what you're wearing as well, because some people will assume based on what you're wearing, because I used to, whenever I was sort of gonna go do that stuff, I'd deliberately wear like plain t-shirts and a shirt.
Wait, do what stuff?
When I was gonna go watch a film like that, I'd wear like more adult clothes. I wouldn't, dress like a teenager. You'd dress like an adult.
Oh, if you're going,
Yeah. That's what you need to get your kid to do as well. Just dress a bit more like, a bit more grown up than he might do. But he's probably fine already, I mean...
Well, no, I just feel like, Max, calm down the chabbiness for a bit. Mm-hmm. Like, I love the boy, but as he gets older, getting more chabby.
Yeah, that tends to happen with that kind of...
doesn't have, like, the...
inner city crowd.
Doesn't have the Wigger accent yet.
That's good.
But, he's...
It's on the way.
Oh, I could see it coming.
Yeah.
No, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
He have a good... emotional mindset and a good emotionally mature as well.
Yeah,
because we raised him well despite
everything.
Yeah. He's still been raised well.
Yeah,
and he's always got me too. You can't get rid of me. I just if I'm in your life, then no matter what, you just can't get rid of me. Then once I'm in there, I'm like I'm like a parasite that's stuck to you. I don't know if it's good or bad.
It depends. Is it a symbiotic relationship or is it an entirely parasitic?
Oh yeah, the parasitic ones where literally I'm just taking over. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
What is this? What did I just... That's not what I just sent.
What did you send?
That is not what I just sent. Oh, it's 4 days ago. I didn't refresh it. Okay, my bad, everyone. I thought somehow...
Everybody calm your tits.
I thought somehow the notes...
Get those tits on lockdown.
Hold on to your butts and prepare yourself for an audiographical orgasm in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Dom's old introduction. That's what we should have played at the intro for you. Should have just played the In Your House one.
Yeah.
For no fucking reason whatsoever. It's not the same show.
I'm getting I really want to go to a...
Buffalo.
Fucking theme park again soon.
I swear you was on about that, yeah.
Yeah.
You should, man. I'd be up for going.
Yeah.
I go on all the big shit, so.
Yeah.
I love going on all that shit. Although I saw something recently about, I don't think it was the maelstrom, but that kind of thing basically, just getting stuck upside down.
Oh, fuck that.
But I don't really think that happens so much. And that makes sense, all you have to do is like shimmy it a bit, and surely he's going to fall.
Yeah, you'd hope so.
I'd be fucking Spider-Man and go. Although I have learned to trust those big things. That's the only thing that used to scare me when I was younger.
Yeah.
I used to be like, but it's going to pop open and I'd die!
I used to obnoxiously shout shit.
Oh, you want to do fucking hell.
Yeah.
Oh,
when I was a kid. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When I was young, I was a bitch, so I wasn't going on them then.
Oh,
I was probably one of the ones on the floor going, why are you shouting at me?
Yeah.
I don't like the big rides, I want you to go home.
Yeah.
I go on the ghost train.
Now I just hoot and holler. I just go, yeah.
Yeah, I do enjoy it. It's fun, man.
Fucking rad.
I had the biggest shit about it, man. I think the boys were quite impressed when I went with them the first time.
Yeah.
Because I'd always said I want to go on all the big shit straight away. No, I didn't get over like, yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah.
And then we got there and I ran straight to the biggest one.
Yeah.
And Max said the whole time he was going to do it with me and wimped out when he came to it.
Yeah.
He just stayed with my brother and TJ. They were all wimps. And then Max got all into it as well.
Yeah.
TJ tried, he wasn't that much at the beginning, but apparently he's been since and he's been on big shit now.
It is by far the safest fucking thing you can...
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, it is, but it's
There's
so
been
safe.
stories.
There's stories, but those stories happen... Like, those things run around about 1,000 times a day.
Yeah, yeah.
And they have an accident at a park, say, every 5 to 10 years.
Well, it depends what you consider an accident, though.
Well, I mean, like serious accidents.
Something happening and people really getting hurt.
And people getting hurt. That happens around 5 to 10 years.
Worldwide.
Per park.
Really?
You know what I'm saying?
I don't even know if a serious one would happen that often.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying though. But like, think about that statistically.
Yeah, I know
how
what you're
many
saying.
thousands and
Yeah.
thousands and thousands of runs these things
How
do.
unlikely is it to be you?
Yeah.
But it's still got to be someone.
It's
That's
got
the
to be
problem.
someone.
It's still got to be someone.
But
Though,
also
all
at the
the
same
time.
time, you're more likely to die walking across the fucking street.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah. I'd argue that.
Yeah.
Definitely, 100% actually.
100%, yeah.
Not 100%. That's be ridiculous.
Yeah, no.
So you'd have no chance.
Yeah. No, but
95%.
Yeah, you're definitely more likely. Definitely.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. But they're fun though, aren't they?
They're so much fun.
Yeah, like although
The Wicker Man
The
at Alton
canal.
Towers is fucking ridiculous.
I haven't been on that one.
That one is savage. It's an old school
That
like
came after I went to Alton Towers. I
yeah,
think.
it's an old school wooden roller coaster, but it's like it's so fucking good, man. It's
They're
hefty.
painful normally, the wooden ones.
It's pretty. It's not
throw
easy.
you about like fuck,
It
man.
throws you.
That's the one thing I don't like about. I love the shit going everywhere. I'm like,
Yeah.
it fucking hurts them, man. I'm old. I can't deal with this shit. Like,
Yeah.
you go to a fucking theme park and really get on shit. Like, get a day when there's little queues and that. I don't know, man. You're feeling that when you're coming
Yeah.
out.
Once you get to a certain age, you like people just stop being able to go to theme parks because it will just cause them damage. Like my mum can't do it anymore. My stepdad can't really do it anymore. My dad wouldn't be able to do it anymore. It's like it's just.
Well, I mean, you would take damage because of like your bones and stuff, like as you got older and
just
that.
like bad hips and
There's-
fucking.
Fucking strong painkillers you can take for that.
Yeah.
You're not operating heavy machinery.
No, that's true.
If you're the one operating it, then don't take them.
Yeah. Just
No.
go nodding off on air. It's not called air now, though, is it? It's
Oh,
called,
on air, I
no,
thought
it's,
you-
it's called like fucking.
I don't know.
What is it called?
Air's great. I love air.
Yeah, it's,
I
it's
think
changed
they
its
changed. Didn't they
name
change? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
because it's
actually.
like something else now. Like.
Gorilla Throw, man.
Like Starflight or something.
That makes
like
no sense.
Oh, I know, it's weird.
I guarantee whatever name it is, it's worse than air.
Yeah.
Because I liked air. It was so simple.
was a good name.
It made sense.
Yeah.
Well, it actually kind of doesn't now you think about it because they're all in the air actually.
Yeah, but that made you feel like you're flying.
You really fucking did. It was so cool. Not as cool as Nikola Tesla though. Let me get started.
Let's get going, yeah.
Because Nikola Tesla is an exceptionally cool guy to be
Yes,
fair.
that's true.
I had no idea that he ran over with the Nazis, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Like an Indiana Jones. Oh, that'd be a good Indiana Jones. Why did they never do that?
that would have been cool. For all I know, they did. I don't know.
No, they didn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Feels like they've done everything else.
Mm.
Why they're making another one now? It would be. You're right. That would be a great.
They're not
thing to
doing another
include.
one now. They already made it. There's the game coming out.
Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I'm thinking of. I think.
The Great Circle.
And that wouldn't really make sense with the timing anyway, because yes, he was around for the Nazis.
He was old.
Yeah. He wasn't doing much by then.
So that's not a problem. You could just have him fucking.
Yeah, he
come
could just
across
pop up as an old man and like don't even know, and he's helping him figure something
Yeah.
out. And then he's like, "What was your name?" Tesla.
Indiana Jones.
No, I do quite like it, of
I
course.
need you to help me with a little
Oh yes.
problem.
Because he's not completely. Okay, I'll get to it. Nikola Tesla is one of the greatest scientific minds of all time. He is as much responsible for the 20th century as he was responsible for the 21st.
Yeah.
He was a pioneer of alternating current, remote control and wireless power, and wanted to distribute electrical power to all parts of the earth for everyone.
Yeah.
But the circumstances of his death are highly suspicious. It seems Tesla might have been killed over his invention of a particle weapon. Was he murdered in a conspiracy to steal his death ray plans? Or could he have been assassinated to stop enemy powers obtaining the devastating weapon? A weapon strong enough to kill people, bring down machinery, even bring down airplanes. Which back then, were made from wood, so it shouldn't be that fucking hard. You could have done it with a good rock.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
were the Nazis involved? Who knows?
Who knows?
I mean, literally, who knows? We'll get to
Yeah.
it. No one really knows. So this is very much, I don't know. But there's a lot more stuff that we do know that you probably realise.
Yeah.
Which I was like, how do we know this? But apparently we know it's all
We know-
documented.
We know, therefore we know.
All the stuff that I'm saying, like in this, like about, like, I'll make a point when it's just. I've tried to leave out when I was going through the stuff as much of the theories as possible.
Yeah.
There's a whole thing, I can mention it now actually, because I wanted to make sure I remembered it at some point. There's a whole thing where his death ray weapon, and they're talking about, like, whether he tested it out somewhere.
Right.
Because it's a full-on weapon. We'll get into exactly what it is, but it's just imagine just a giant gun for now, like laser type thing.
Yeah.
And they were saying, what might have happened at one point? He might have been using it, testing it, and aimed for it to hit some part of the earth, but it hit this other part somehow, miles away, and did the Tunguska event.
Oh, right.
You know that, what I'm on about.
Yeah, no, I mean, we can't just go around flipping that shit out. That's, yeah, you're
Well,
right.
you don't know. Oh, first of all, in all fairness, we don't know
We don't know.
what the Tunguska event was.
No, but it's
What?
unlikely to have been Nikola Tesla's death ray. For a start, most death rays tend to go in a straight line. They don't really give a shit about gravity that much unless there's a fucking black hole in the area.
Well, this is the thing. From what they're talking about, I think they're on about like the kind of one that can go. The kind of one that can go. Something to do with it going like in the air. You know, like through the atmosphere or the ground. It's the ground actually, I think, by this point, and then it would have come out in the wrong place, basically. He's talking about the whole, you know, wireless thing to anyone anywhere. This is why part of why when I said I wasn't including it because it's all theory shit.
Yeah.
And when you really think about it, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
I'm trying to make it make sense for them, and it doesn't.
It doesn't.
This is why I didn't include it.
Yeah.
So all the shit like that, I haven't included.
That's good.
I was going to put the picture on the Tunguska event, but I probably don't need to now.
Nah.
You can explain what it looks like for the audio people. What would just imagine a giant field of trees,
Yeah.
and then like someone.
They've all been knocked over.
God's taken a giant stamp and gone, ugh,
Yeah.
pushed them all down,
Yeah.
made a giant crop circle that comes like just imagine like a blast out from
But they
one
thought
area
it was
in
like
the
an
forest.
airburst
Yeah.
meteorite.
Yeah, an airburst
essentially.
meteorite. That's a general thing, and they say in this little bit that it couldn't have been that because there's no crater. I'm like, hold on,
That's
hold
an
on.
airburst meteorite.
As well, yeah,
That's
but hold
literally
on.
the whole point.
There's no crater on an airburst.
Did I ever tell you about the one sketch? This is copyright Nathan Parish, right? I want to do a sketch called The Dusteroid.
That's how copyright works.
Yeah, this is called The Dusteroid, and like it's just a sketch of these people preparing for an asteroid to hit, and they haven't been able to deflect it. Everything's gone wrong. The asteroid's still coming towards them. They're like, everybody, let's get ready. And the asteroid hits it. It goes.
I mean, that could totally happen as well to us. Let's be fair, if we're worried like shit and then the Tunguska happens and he does that, sure, it's,
Yeah.
all he's done is knock down some fucking trees.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of trees, sure.
Yeah, but it's all it's done.
And they're still not coming back and it's radioactive and shit.
Yeah.
It's weird,
Yeah.
but meteorites can be weird.
Yes, they can.
Very weird.
Very, very weird.
Like, most of the stuff that we have on the Earth, we are a meteorite in the sense when you think of it, or it's all, there could be life on these things when they land.
Yeah.
There could have been an alien on that.
Yeah.
Literally could have been for all we know.
We don't know.
That was like love fire and it landed.
Maybe it was
like,
a predator. Maybe it was a predator.
that would have
had
killed a predator.
And it had a fucking alien in its chest, and it had gone.
No, it needs to be realistic now.
Boom.
No. We need to be realistic if we're going to talk about these theories.
Oh, okay.
A predator wouldn't survive that.
No, that's that. He did the boom boom.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah.
I didn't know what the fuck you were doing, to be honest. If I didn't know what you were doing and I was watching it and the audio people definitely didn't know what you were doing.
He's running away, and while he's running away, he's laughing using the fucking laughter track that he.
So he survived landing. Oh, so this is just him running around in the forest, chasing an alien. He's not landing anywhere. He's just running. Okay, I'm with
and
you.
he just fucking goes boom.
Well, how about like the alien whacks him to the air as he's about to do though?
Yeah.
And then that's why it airbursts. That'll make more sense.
Yeah.
Or maybe they'll fight in an
Or maybe
airplane.
he was on a ship. Yeah, maybe he was on a ship, and the ship was coming down, and he's like, well, I'm just going to finish this before it becomes a problem. Boom!
Yeah, true. It was in around Russia, wasn't it? They wouldn't have told us if they found like parts of a UFO.
Yeah.
They'd just been like, nothing happened here. What you talking about?
Nothing happened. Go back to America. We don't need you here.
It's all fine. The giant circle. It happens. Rocks hit the earth. It only has happened here. Yes, in the last
It's very radioactive.
many years.
Yeah.
It's only happened here.
Yeah.
But it's normal. It was not. What's that thing called on the aliens? The xenorobe. The xeni. Xenomorph. Yeah, he's gone. He's not him.
Xenomorph.
The predator took care
It's
of
very
him.
radioactive around here. You should go. It's not good for the weak Western constitution.
The fuck? Yeah. I'm not doing Russian, am I?
No, you're
No,
not.
I'm not.
Yours is from somewhere. I'm not sure where.
In the early 1930s, Adolf Hitler had entered the game.
Yeah.
Adolf Hitler has entered the game.
Wow, look at that KD ratio.
What? I don't know what.
Oh, Hitler would have a horrendous KD ratio, mate.
Hit me with your best shot.
Think about the KD ratio that Hitler's got. Millions to 1. It's ridiculous. In COD terms, that's not being shot once in 1,000 matches.
Oh, okay. Kill death ratio. Yeah. God, I'm with you now. What the fuck are you talking about? You know I don't know these terms. I'm not with it. I don't know the things that the kids say. Or the people my age say.
All right, yeah.
I'm working up about 20 years late from
previously.
That,
yeah.
I'm still on Sega.
Yeah. There's Warframe 1990. That would probably.
What fucking can was
that would probably get an interest from you.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
The Warframe's weird.
The what?
Warframe's weird. Warframe.
What's that?
It's a game.
Oh, okay.
It's like for a free version of Destiny where you do all spinny stuff and shoot people.
Another game where you do silly things in a fantasy world. That sounds amazing.
I know.
Play Starfield, that's good. Do you know what happens at the end?
What?
You can do something that basically means you can start the game again, but it's still a new game.
Oh.
Because it's a multiverse and you've decided to become the next level of evolution. You're Starborn now.
Right.
And you go back and you can tell them that you came back and you can change the whole game into the whole new game.
Oh yeah, I heard.
Fucking crazy shit. No, I hate it.
You know what's mental?
I wish I hadn't done it.
You know what's mental though?
Many things.
That game, the version of it you're playing, that's one of 4.
What do you mean now?
When you choose to become a Starborn and restart the game, there's one of 4 starting options that change the entire way the game plays.
Oh, afterwards?
Yeah.
See, I didn't know how it works, and I was just like, what
so
is
you're
happening
playing
here?
one of the 4 potential options that I could do, and next time
Yeah.
you do a different one, next time you do a different one.
I was wondering if there was like, because I did something, and it felt like I wildly changed what was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Because they started talking about a new thing, and then I was just like, one of the options was cut them off and tell them, no, I'm filming of what's happened.
Yeah.
And then he just changed everything. It's like, okay, well, you don't need to do this because we already know what all the artifacts are now, so you can go and get them all. Forget about all this other stuff. I don't have to do one bit I fucking hated in the game, which is great. And I learned from, check this out, guys. I learned from a Reddit thread that if I go in the bottom of this place, never knew this before, there's guns down there, because all your guns taken. I have some awesome guns.
Yeah.
An awesome ship, and that's been taken. But some stuff's around that I can use. Because it took all my money too. You got reborn, you know. And I got a great suit, great ship. Didn't think to give me any fucking money. What the hell? Give me a ship and a suit, but not a gun.
No.
Not a fucking bit of money.
Not a way to become a man of leisure.
I'll become a man of leisure, man. I just sit back and take my trousers off.
That's not.
I can do that wherever. Well, that's a man of leisure. That's all you need to be a man of leisure. What the hell else do you need? You tell me. What is more important for a man of leisure than sitting down and taking your trousers off?
You need to be able to be in the middle of a pool and have a waiter, fully dressed in a tuxedo, walk into the pool to give you your drink.
It just basically sounds like you want to wager in the buff.
No.
You're going to be all wet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll see through his top, you dirty bugger.
He's going to fuck off and go and get changed.
Can we get a lady bartender?
Yeah.
Because I'm all about, equal representation.
Look,
that's important.
I'm into it. Don't get me wrong. I just didn't want to go there immediately because I didn't want the people at home to assume that I was a bit of a lech. You know?
You'd rather that thought I was.
Yeah.
I get you. That makes sense.
That's it, yeah.
That's fair as well.
Yeah.
I don't know what that word means because once again, I'm not down with the kids.
A lech.
I'm guessing it's bad.
It's an old one, that one.
Oh, is it?
Lecherous.
Oh, is that like a sexy boy? No, like
no.
Not
that
a sexy
sounds like,
boy.
oh yeah, that's fucking nice, isn't it?
Oh, you're scared the captain.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna fucking have her.
That's a lecherous old man, you know, the sort of, how's it going, guys?
Oh, well, see, when you said it at first, I thought you meant like a horny, like American Pie kind of thing.
Nah.
But more like in between is actually when you're lying them for the first time and
Well,
you're like...
look at that yawn, sorry.
You're like planking them, you know,
Yeah.
when you're having sex with them.
Yeah.
I thought you meant that.
No.
Because I can't remember my first time having sex.
Right.
Generally can't remember it. But I guarantee it was probably me doing what Will was doing. Lying on top, like straight, like planking, like, oh yeah. In my head. Oh yeah, take it. It's fucking good. Oh yeah.
I can't say I've ever had sex.
Ducky!
Genuinely can't
Ducky!
say. I can remember most times I've had sex, to be fair. There's not been a huge amount yet, you know, so I've still got time on the clock.
I'm sure you've had plenty of sex at this point.
Plenty, yeah, but you know.
people that have not been that many different partners, still, people don't get this, that if you've been with somebody for a long time, it means you've had a lot of sex. Probably better sex too. Because you learn how, you learn each other.
Oh.
When you're with someone for a while, you actually have sex with them. Some people are weird.
Yeah.
But, if you do that, then, yeah, good.
Yeah.
I don't know what my point was then. My point was get back to the fucking story.
You learn how to really, get someone going.
Yeah, just like Hitler did. He got a lot of people going when he entered the game. That's all I got to. I said one line from this. One line is all I said.
Yeah.
And he went into that.
Yeah.
This is a long thing, man. I need to get into some of this.
Right.
To be fair, though, I think some of it, because the thing I was doing it from, really informative. I can't remember the name of it. And they had loads of subscribers, though. And to be fair, actually, it wasn't his thing, the YouTuber that put it on. It was like they were putting something on, like, a true crime thing.
Yeah.
They put like an old true crime episode on from something, so it's not their thing anyway, so I'm not going to give them anything. I can't remember the true crime name, but I didn't put it in the first place. What was it? I can't remember. But I took the stuff from that anyway, because it was really informative. And I put the transcript on, that's how I do it a lot of the time, and I go through and I realise that because it's one of those documentaries, they repeat a lot of the same shit as they're going through it, don't they?
Right.
They keep saying it over. So there's so many bits when I was going through it, I had to just take off big wafts because I realised they were just repeating the same thing basically. So if I start going into something basically and you're like, you've already said that, then tell me.
Okay.
That's all I was getting at. Cool, okay. Where am I at? Here we are. Okay. So in the early 1930s, Adolf Hitler entered the game with a perfect kill-death ratio. He quickly Nazified Germany and started the Second World War, in case you didn't know. Governments were interested in anything that could give them an edge in that war.
Yeah.
However, in New York City, one man thinks he has that edge. And it's a mighty edge indeed. He has the key to the most devastating weapon ever devised to that point. Probably. It got worse now, I imagine. And his name was Nikola Tesla.
Nice.
Tesla, of course, was a visionary. He invented remote control motors that we use today. We mentioned a bit of this earlier, but such as in the wireless transmission of radio signals, a lot of that stuff. Like probably more about the kind of what is a lot of his patents before and that.
Yeah.
Because I know he's got like 70 in radio wave stuff. He's like very much across the board, isn't he? He's obviously did the whole alternating current thing, which I'll get to.
Oh yeah,
that.
he did loads of shit. I mean, the alternating current thing as well, just to go off on a little tangent.
We do get to that though in a second, but
oh yeah.
I did miss out a lot of it, but we'll get to it. That's only in a moment.
Yeah.
In 1934, Serbian-American Nikola Tesla announces his invention of a revolutionary particle beam weapon dubbed the Death Ray. So we're going into a little bit now of this, and then we'll go back to his earlier years. First, What is the Death Ray? Tesla was making very substantial claims about so-called teleforce rays that could bring down airplanes from thousands of miles away. It's so powerful it could create an impenetrable shield around any nation possessing it. On their planes, their ships, etc.
Yeah.
An actual shield, like it had a ridiculous functions for the time, especially.
Yeah.
So it would essentially make war obsolete at that point. That wouldn't have lasted. His announcement raises headlines around the world. In 1935, so we're going back now, the concept plans for the weapon secure a ready buyer. He decided to get basically the rough drafts of the weapons.
Yeah.
He decided to sell that he was giving it to any government that wanted it. So America and then all the others.
Right.
This was before 1935, just before the war started, though, so just to clarify. 1935 was before the war, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1939 to 1945.
Yeah. So this is before the war. So that makes sense now, because I couldn't remember the proper dates when I was writing this. I was like, does that mean Tesla was trying to give it to the enemy? Hold on a minute. Wait now. Mr. Tesla, all good man.
Yeah.
Old nice man. Oh,
well, I mean, when were the Nazis in power, though? Because it was before 1939.
Yeah, so they would have been... This is one of the things that would have been... they would have been in power at this point.
Yeah.
But they weren't evil straight away, were they? They helped... They did the whole thing where they made, like, Germany really liked them. They built Germany back up.
They really did.
Yeah. So Germany really liked them. Then all of a sudden, it was like, oh, shit, okay, now you know, that whole thing of you're at 19, why are you hitting, you want to go up to fucking 79.
Yeah.
That's not how 21 works.
Yeah.
But cool, you do that then.
Yeah.
That's, well, I'm assuming he was always going up to 79.
You assume so.
You know, with someone like that, you assume that was probably always their plan.
Yeah.
They always wanted to end up taking over the world and stuff, you know. Because I think that's pretty much what he said he wanted to do, wasn't it, Hitler? Like that was.
Oh yeah.
He didn't want to like.
Because he started by what his original plan was to take back what was, I think he referred to as like the Reichlands.
Yeah,
which was like
the motherland,
Austria and Czechoslovakia. I can't remember, but all the various places that
I think it might have been called something else then, wasn't it?
Yeah, but he invaded all of these places first. Then it got to Poland, and Poland was a step too far, and everyone was like, right, we're not doing this anymore.
It's right about Poland is the one. Nobody gets Poland, but like, why would the other one? It's not important.
Yeah.
What would the other ones? Like, why would they?
Well, it's the same thing with fucking Putin, because Putin rolled through Georgia, and no one was like, "Oh, come on."
I don't even know who they are. I've heard of that before.
Yeah, Georgia was a state of its own, and it basically got absorbed.
Okay.
And Ukraine's basically the same thing, but this time people have put weapons back into it.
Well, this time it's closer to NATO, which is why it's under that line, which is the only reason they care.
Yeah.
Because of the technical lines of where it is, etc. for Russia and NATO. That's the only reason they care. And the media will tell you different, but that's the only reason they give a shit. But at this point, anyway, then Tesla was trying to sell it to anyone who wanted it, but these were just the concept plans anyway. Remember?
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. 1935. And he secured a buyer, not in America, but it seemed to be enemies, the Soviet Union.
Ooh.
So the Soviets bought the plans for $25,000 American dollars, only included some preliminary details regarding the particle beam weapon. The deal with the Soviets was done, easy, simple as, you know the Soviets, if you're helping them, they're going to be quick, they're on time, they're going to be,
trustworthy.
I don't know about trustworthy. Don't know if I'd say trustworthy, to be honest.
No.
But they're going to be efficient.
Yes.
That's what I was looking for. If the Soviets were not anything, it was efficient. The deal with the Soviets was done in secret, but Tesla suspected he was being spied upon. He's a smart man after all. Mm-hmm. And not long after he left that meeting, a few days later, bam! Another man just hit by a taxi in the street.
Damn.
We've heard many people getting blasted like that.
Yeah.
Many people say it is possible that someone tried to assassinate him. Was he followed at that time by the FBI? Selling experimental weapons to America's enemies is dangerous stuff. Maybe someone wanted to eliminate him before he had a chance to finish it and then sell the proper weapon to them.
Yeah.
Because, luckily though, whether or not somebody wanted to eliminate Tesla, it doesn't matter because they didn't. The taxi didn't kill him. He may have been an old man, but he was sturdier than they realised.
Yeah.
He was built by heavier things.
That's what pigeon love will do for you.
That is what pigeon love will do to you. Yeah, just to make this point in a moment here, actually, that he was very much into taking care of pigeons in his older years, wasn't he?
He tried to marry a pigeon.
What now?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Do you not know that? Hang on.
No, we need to take this tangent for sure.
Yeah.
Dude tried to marry a pigeon. You're going to consummate the marriage.
That's what I was thinking.
Like, you have to, don't you, by law?
Right. He wants to even ask the hotel chef to prepare a special mix of seed for his feathered friends. Tesla's acquaintances found a passion for puzzling because the inventor was a well-known germaphobe. Tesla never married, but he admitted to falling in love with a very special white pigeon that visits him regularly.
Oh, so he never married?
So, yeah, okay, sorry, different.
No, that doesn't mean that he didn't want to, though.
No.
It kind of implies that there was some discussion about it. You know. They're just randomly saying he never got married. Like, he tried, they wouldn't let him. If it was up to him, he'd be fucking that bird every... Well, he is anyway, but... He just wanted to make it official.
Yeah. So, just to be correct, Nikola Tesla never married the pigeon, but he did claim to have fallen in love with the white pigeon. After its death, he told his friends that his life's work was over. I loved that pigeon as a man loves a woman, and she loved me as long as I had her.
Oh, God.
There was purpose to my life.
Oh, I mean, that's sweet as well, but oh, God.
Jesus.
He lived as a celibate, though, actually, so he didn't fuck it, I just realised. No, that doesn't mean he didn't try in the end.
No.
You know, when you're older, you got a bit more like...
Maybe just a little spunk at it.
Yeah, just...
You know?
Yeah, like, just like maybe, you know how you kind of whack it?
Yeah.
You do a little whack.
Yeah.
You're going to smack around like, you
tap, tappity tap.
Yeah, well, I'm a slap.
The slap.
You know, like, you're making your claim, aren't you? It's like, mine. Even if it's for like 10 minutes, 2 minutes, whatever you're doing, could just be in the back alley, just for why not?
Yeah.
Mine.
The odd slap.
Not with your hand. I'm not saying
No.
punch him.
I know.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Cock slap. If we're not sure. If you want me to be
Oh yeah, but not a cock slap in the
cock
face.
slap.
You want a cock slap in the
face?
face. Right up the fucking ass.
Yeah.
What?
It's a cock slap.
In the ear.
Yeah.
Whatever orifice. Other than the vaginal.
Right.
That's the one orifice you don't put it in because I don't know.
Right.
We're playing this my way today.
Okay.
Ain't no vaginal action going on here. I ain't no dirty bastard.
What the fuck?
Give me your nostril.
Oh, my penis keeps on sneezing. Why is that happening? Well, I did fuck my girlfriend's nostril the other day. She got a flu.
Imagine like, would you get some kind of pink nose?
Yeah.
If you went after mouth with your eye, you're gonna get some pink eye.
You are.
I had a dream about going fully, like I was just like indulging for ages. I don't even know what it was.
Indulging, he says.
Yeah, it was like,
indulging.
you know when you find like something like a cool yogurt.
Oh, fuck.
It's really nice, but it's in those little like kids pots and you can't ever get to it properly.
Yeah.
The spoon's too big as well. So in
Tell
the
you
end,
what,
you're trying to lick it.
Legit, Petit Falou is the best fucking yogurt that exists, and it annoys me that kids are the only ones who get it.
Well, that's like when you walk into a McDonald's and you ask for a Happy Meal and they won't serve you because you're not a kid.
Yeah.
It's like that, isn't it?
Petit Falou, dude. Petit Falou is fucking delicious.
Why can you not have it?
Because it's for kids, and they only do it in kids-sized pots.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. But then at the end, when you're licking it all out, you get to imagine for a moment that you're licking out a butthole. It just tastes really nice.
I've never licked out a butthole.
There you go. There's more reason to. You're licking out the real thing all the time. You don't need to try the. You're not thinking of this, right? You're not in the right headspace for this.
I'm not. You're right. You're
The two
right.
things that every man needs if he's on his own: a fleshlight
Yeah.
and a yogurt pot.
A little yogurt pot that's like a butthole.
Well, only once you've finished it and it's all left over.
If you get one of the Muller yogurts, that's like a prolapse butthole.
It can be, yeah.
It's a deep, wide butthole.
Some people are into that. You have to figure out what you like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different sizes. It's like going somewhere and ordering a spicy or a creamy. You don't know what you want.
Jeez.
You might like both. You got to try them.
Spicy or a creamy?
I don't know what people eat nowadays.
I do enjoy both the spicy and
Do
the
you think
creamy.
I know what the Asians are into?
Jesus Christ.
That's not why I took it there then. You just lighting up another smoke. You're like, no, fuck it. I need it.
I'm going on with this.
The Asians know I love them. Many people say it's impossible that someone tried to assassinate him. Oh, I would have done that. In 1943, with World War II in full swing, from his apartment in New York, Nikola Tesla takes a break from caring for his pigeons, and really caring for them apparently, to contact a US military general to ask for a meeting. He wants to share the secret of his death ray to help end the war.
Okay.
But the inventor never makes it to that meeting. Within days, on January the 8th, 1943, Nikola Tesla is found dead in his Manhattan hotel room. To clarify as well though, don't know why I didn't write it here, but it seems as though it might not have been successful when giving it to the Americans.
Right.
Because he was asking a lot of other people if they wanted it too, in the end, some other governments.
Yeah.
I would assume that would be the Allied governments.
I do wonder, because like a death ray's all well and good, but like the power demands must be fucking ridiculous.
That's how it would like. Yeah, that's one thing I imagine. How would you do that?
Especially at the time, they didn't even have nuclear reactors.
No, but I think this is the thing. Though a lot of the plans he had, would go into that because he would have obviously been aware of the issues of it, but he was confident he could get it done. Whether he was fully confident in the end, whether this was maybe just an old man trying to feel relevant again, like he was back in the day.
Maybe.
We don't know at this point really because.
At this point, like nuclear research had already begun. They hadn't been able to split the atom, but they were looking into sort of what atoms were and.
Well, yeah, isn't this right around not long after this when the thingy would have gone off, like a couple of years before the A bomb?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Because if you watch
Oppenheimer,
yeah, there's a bit in it where I think it's in like 1938 or something, where the the Germans announced that they've split the atom.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it's like, oh shit, they've split the atom. This is fucking serious.
Why they announce that shit, man?
Because
we weren't announcing.
No, because it's like literally, look at what we've done. We are better than you.
Oh, it's a deterrent kind of thing. Okay,
yeah.
okay. Looking at okay.
It's like there was an Olympics where the Nazis were in.
Oh yeah, they weren't the.
I think it was actually held in Munich.
Yeah, it was how the Nazis put it on. There's loads of video, and it was before they were, they weren't taking over they hadn't started invading.
The invasions yet.
Yeah. So it was before all of that, but that's an awesome glimpse looking into it though, because it's Hitler doing all this stuff and the Nazi stuff around.
Have you ever played the Wolfenstein games?
Wolfenstein, yeah.
The bit where you're going into like Berlin in the computer game.
Yeah.
And it's like literally everything is these enormous giant concrete buildings and like fucking in ornate like statues and things, and it looks genuinely like staggering. It's so Nazi.
I remember the whole look of that game being cool, because it's like a world where the Nazis won, weren't it?
Yeah.
And there's like a lot of futuristic stuff, because a lot of people argue that the world would have been more futuristic because they were more open about their stuff.
They were willing to do whatever it took to get the research done.
Yeah, but would they have been like that as much when they were in a war? Good. Empires. Good way to look at it. Empires can be very different depending on when they're at war and then when they're just at peacetime.
The
Leaders especially.
The war never would have really stopped until Japan had been taken over as well, because as much as Japan was technically working with the Nazi Germany, God damn it, sorry. The Japanese still thought that they were superior to everyone else, and the Nazis thought they were superior to the Japanese.
Oh yeah.
Eventually, that was going to come to a head.
Yeah, but they would have bashed them, wouldn't they? They'd have had like all these extra stuff to Nazis by then.
I mean, the thing
if they'd have won in
if
this
the Nazis
scenario,
had got the nuke, then 100%.
Yeah.
Because they would have just nuked.
They've done exactly
Europe,
what America did,
and then they would have nuked Japan.
Yeah.
And been like, right, everyone, shut the fuck up. We've got nukes.
it might have only took one then to Japan in that case.
Yeah.
Although I probably shouldn't say it would be a better situation if America had been A-bombed. So.
No, probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
That's the real thing though. Like for most countries, you probably could have just done it near to them, and they would have been like, "Okay, we get it.
Yeah.
We get it."
Yeah.
So the ultimate, look at what we've got.
Yeah.
Like you said about telling them, but literally just showing them.
You haven't seen Fallout, have you? The series.
I did start watching it actually, recently.
It's really good.
I did like the first thing, so I will start watching that because I ran out of. I was watching something else already now. The boys just ran out. The new season.
Yeah, I need to watch that with Matilda.
Very good. Very good season.
Yeah.
Shorter than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
There's like 8 episodes long. Load.
But
the fuck am I saying today?
I don't know.
What the fuck was
They've
that
got
then?
one more series in them, which
Yeah, they're only doing one more.
Yeah, which I think is probably for the best.
Yeah. I've seen how the story goes in the comics and it's already different, so I don't mind that. I like that.
I mean, they did full-on gender swaps, which I didn't realise.
As in...
Stormfront was a dude in the original.
Oh, yeah. Which one's that again now?
In the comic book. Yeah, the Nazi lady.
Oh, yeah, she was cool.
Yeah.
She was like a good baddie, she was.
She was really good bad guy.
And then even when
she's actually a Jewish actress.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
To be fair, who better can say, no, I can play a Nazi than a Jewish actress.
Yeah.
That's like, fair play.
Yeah.
I like that. That's good.
Right, anyway. Nikola Tesla.
Oh, I'm getting there. Don't worry. I already know where I'm starting from. I'm fucking organised, dude.
He's got it.
What happened? Was it a conspiracy? Who knows? For decades, even by the internet, rumours and conspiracy theories run amok about his death. Recently released FBI files have revealed the identities of the men who raided the safe hours after Tesla's death. One thing here, it never mentions how he dies. We won't be able to find it, I don't know. But it never actually mentions how he dies.
Right.
How they know who raided it as well, we don't really know. But they say that a mysterious group was led by... So this is in the documents, and I don't quite know how they know this part, but it's going to go because apparently they know it.
Yeah.
It's, but they say that a mysterious group that was led by Tesla's own nephew, Sava Kazanovic, who was a Yugoslav diplomat.
Right.
And not well liked by his uncle, Tesla.
Okay.
So he would have known the stuff though. He brought a group of people with him, including a locksmith, to pick the lock on the safe. Apparently this was all known. His nephew is named in the FBI files as a possible communist. Did his nephew and the group with him steal the plans to the death ray and keep them out of America's hands? The whole idea is he had this safe in his house and all the plans in there.
Logical. The thing is, I wonder if he did the same thing that Da Vinci did.
What do you
You
mean?
know that all of Da Vinci's plans have got an inherent flaw in them, which will make them catastrophically fail.
What's that?
All of them.
Go on.
It doesn't matter. There's not that each one have got their own individual thing.
Oh, it's all different things.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
one
I thought you
where
meant
he
there was
had
like one specific thing in all of them. The same thing in all of them.
Yeah. No. With this one particular one, it was like a scuba diving gear, and it was basically a snorkel that connected down to a pipe and stuff. But because of the way that you had to have the pressure laid out, if you had it laid out in the way he did it in the drawings, it would kill the person. If you did it in the way that he knew and that everyone who now has studied this shit would know,
seen this proper shit.
yeah, it would work.
Oh, I see. So he had like he's like a code in his stuff.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's smart.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Like in the long term, obviously we could figure it out, but in the people in his own lifetime, they would have tried to steal the plans, do it, and then killed someone.
Yeah.
Smart. That's very fucking smart. Yeah, because we'll get into this in a minute. Actually, like the whole inventor race back then, it was dirty, man.
Mm-hmm.
That was some dirty stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But Sonovich, the nephew, is not an individual that the FBI or the US government trusted. They had no clue who he was actually going to side with at the end of the war. So he was like, I guess a kind of going in between everyone. He's a Yugoslav diplomat, so I don't know who
Yugoslavia is a... Well, was a... Where is
That doesn't exist anymore, I don't think, does it? Is that what Yugoslavia? God, I'm not sure if these countries exist now, you know. Yugoslavia? Okay, I saw that coming up then. That was the place then.
6 constituents.
Yeah, but it wasn't that though. In this, it's called Yugoslav. So Yugoslav.
Yeah.
Shall I have a look on here?
Yeah, no, it used to be a country, but it isn't now.
Okay, cool. So, did it say whether they were on the Nazi side or anything? Were they independent?
No,
I feel like they must be independent or something, or he is anyway, possibly, if he's a communist.
Right.
Because they're not sure this guy, basically. They know him, it seems, which is the interesting part. So they know what he's doing. They're obviously close with him. They know his actions. They know he was there. But they're not sure which side he's going to go on. So basically what happened, there were also powers who were desperate to attain the death ray and might have a motive to kill Tesla for it. Was he killed by the Nazi government? Okay, it's going to get into this in a moment, but just to clarify as well, after this happened, hours later, the FBI then went into his hotel and looked around and found the safe that had already been opened, etc. All the documents taken out and all this stuff. So then it's also the question, is that bullshit?
Yeah.
Did they go in and just pick the lock themselves and take all the stuff? Because he was in America, the FBI would have been well aware of it. And like I said, for some reason, it seemed as though the meeting with the Americans, I don't know whether that meeting is particularly the one he missed, because he apparently was speaking to the Americans about it, but then he was talking to all these other governments too. So I'm assuming the other governments must have been at least the Allied ones, but I don't know. So that could have been, I'm not too sure, let's just kill him and then go and take his plans. It's too much bullshit with just selling to us, otherwise, fucking, we need to do it now, man. Nazis are going crazy. Like, fuck that old man and his pigeons. We're going to go in, put some... I don't know how he died, so he must have looked like he died of natural causes, that's what I reckon. And
Let's find out.
Yeah, man, let's find out. There's plenty of stuff back then you could take, and, may have looked like a natural death, but you're like, I don't know, though. I don't know.
Tesla died of heart failure, yeah.
There you go. See, what does that even mean? Everybody that dies has heart failure.
Mind you, he didn't look great, though, by the end.
Oh, I know, yeah, he wasn't... I mean, he's an old man, He's an old dude.
Yeah, there's old and then there's...
He's into pigeons, what do you expect?
Yeah. What caused Tesla's death?
He should have been rich, but basically, we'll also get to that in a moment. Actually, I don't...
I mean, to be fair, he did die in poverty as well.
He should have been rich, because he made all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, the crazy stuff he made. He should have been rich, But he decided, no, I'm going to put it all out public so that people can actually, use it for the betterment of all that kind of stuff. So he didn't. Actually, there was one thing as well where they got fucked over one of the things, and he kind of just went to shit. So it wasn't all that. They did just fuck up. Because that shit happened.
Well, Edison was an absolute prick to him as well.
Yeah. He was too. They both seem to have, got into each other. Yeah, but we'll get to that.
The problem is that Edison was a very, very shrewd businessman. He wasn't a particularly good inventor. He just took other people's inventions and then marketed it well.
Yeah.
And he did so many of Nikola Tesla's stuff.
Okay.
He nicked it.
I've got into the history of Tesla now. It's not going to be... I'll keep it... Oh, okay, Edison pops up straight away, actually. Sorry, within the first few paragraphs. So let's get into that bit then, because it's very fucking interesting. So he was apparently born during a lightning storm in 1856 in modern-day Croatia.
Ooh.
Don't know if I believe that part. Sounds like bullshit to me. Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong-il, actually, sorry.
He is the lightning god.
But I'm okay with a little bit of
Pageantry.
No, it was with an E.
Embellishment.
Yeah, there we go. That's perfect. Embellishment. I'm fine with a little bit of that. Nikola Tesla's entire life would be shaped by electricity. As a student in his homeland, he dreams of using it to provide free energy to the world. He realised that can't happen using direct current or DC. Long story short, he invents an electric motor using alternating currents, and it's amazing. It's like a Nokia 3210 compared to an iPhone.
Also, alternating current's incredibly safe in comparison to DC.
More.
If you touch a DC current, you stick to it. If you touch an AC current, it pushes your hand away.
I'm trying to find where it said here, because the whole thing here is somewhere about like how good it is, like that. Yeah. Oh, I'll get to it. But, it's so much better in general. Like it's just more efficient. It gives out a lot more energy for a lot less input. Yeah. It's just better all round. I know this fact is in there somewhere. If you look out of like a space shuttle that's been now go to space, or one of the photos, and you see a night, and you see all the the countries lit up. Yeah. 95% of the lights you're seeing are using the alternating current technology that Edison created.
That Nikola Tesla created.
Sorry, that Nikola Tesla created, which he created part. He took it to Edison to try and get him involved. Edison was like. To him, it was like...
He was staunchly against it.
Yeah, but I mean, before that, no, Edison was... Tesla looked at Edison like his idol. He was his hero kind of thing.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
So he took this to him because he wanted him involved in it. He realised that Edison was really into the DC part. He made that a thing, which was great. But he was like, yo, look at this, what I've done, man. This is like, you got a Nokia 3210. Fucking great. I couldn't have done this without that, maybe. Probably could, I'm being nice. Here's an iPhone, bitch.
Yeah.
Get rid of your 3210. But Edison, he didn't want to.
Edison had the patents on all of the DC stuff.
Yeah, that didn't matter. That actually didn't matter for this though, because he created a whole different thing. Like, hello.
That's what I'm saying. Because Nikola Tesla had this new thing.
Yeah.
And what's his face wanted to wanted the patents.
Well, Edison wanted it.
And listen, if he couldn't have the patent, then it wouldn't survive. That's why he tried to take down AC so much. Because he had DC stuff locked down. That's what he thought was the future. And Nikola Tesla comes along with this AC stuff, and he starts putting up experiments. To show how dangerous AC current is. And it's fucking insane, man.
Oh, what, Tesla put experiments to show how dangerous... Oh, no,
Edison did,
yeah, I saw him do that. I've read this in...
Including killing a fucking elephant.
He would have animals, that he would be like...
And it still didn't kill the elephant. They had to do loads of other shit to it to kill it.
Really?
Yeah, it was horrible.
This is totally the electric doing it. Stab, shoot, bang, die, you fucking elephant! It's all the electric, man.
It was horrible.
Yeah, imagine
the elephant killed its owner.
What?
Yeah.
What? Elephant that killed its owner?
The elephant, yeah.
So, Jesus Christ. So it was like electric chairing...
An elephant.
Yeah.
And he made it a spectacle, like a P.T. Barnum level spectacle.
Well, they didn't have internet
got
back
loads of people to come and watch, and people were like, "Oh God, that was horrible."
That's how they had to do it back then, though, weren't it? They didn't have internet, so they needed people to come and watch.
And then of course they were like, "Oh God, AC current's so terrible for you."
Yeah, they don't fucking know, do they? Fucking idiots, apparently.
Yeah, idiots.
It's like, well, you just don't know. Most of these people probably wouldn't even know the whole, like, back then, that he had these patents and that they were real enemies, etc.
Because like DC current, if you get electrocuted on DC current, all your muscles just lock up, and you just sort of like sit there like that. So you don't actually look like you're in that much pain, but you're fucking in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
Whilst AC is going to make you sort of, if you're hooked up to it, it's going to make you jolt and shudder and shake and stuff like that, you know.
Right, okay. I do kind of see what you mean, actually. I've seen differences what you mean there. Some of the different tactics he would use mentions exactly what was on about there. The demos where he would pretend it's unsafe because of this, do ridiculous things that was like, yeah, you wouldn't do that, would you?
Yeah.
Like, be like telling somebody now, like, oh, you know, this plug socket is broken because look what happens when I stick this long metal fork into it.
Yeah.
Zappy. Oh no, he zapped me. It's not safe.
Yeah.
Re-electric the whole house, council. A bit like that.
At one point, I did electrocute myself on an amp, and that's got DC current running through it. Oh. And that fucking hurt. That really hurt.
You're electrocuted either way, man. It's gonna hurt.
It tripped the entire house's electricity to stop it from electrocuting me, basically.
We also did have a drinking game. I can't remember what it was now, but it was about like drinking. You drink as fast as you could, and then not getting electrocuted.
What?
But like something on your hand kind of thing, you know. I can't remember what it was now, but I remember fucking hating it.
Yeah.
And whenever we played that, I just used to get wasted.
Yeah.
Because I used to drink like fuck to make sure, you know, I fucking hated it.
Yeah.
Did not like any of it. And there was another game we had where it was like the one where you all hold it and you have to press it as quickly as possible. And it shocks your hand. It's fucking weird, man.
I don't like electric shock games.
It doesn't feel right.
No. Do you remember those old like electric shock games that you used to have at like seaside arcades and stuff?
Yeah, like the ones
with like the fucking Addams Family guy on it.
Yeah, with the schools and it. They were brutal, them ones.
Yeah. No, you know, it's not actually electrocuting you. It's just vibrating so fast that it like causing a sensation like electricity.
What bullshit then?
Yeah. The new ones do. I don't know if the old ones.
I feel like some in the fucking seaside places would really shock you.
Yeah.
Like they'd be fucking bad.
Yeah.
Even if
they
they're
don't
not
want you
supposed
to win.
Yeah, just afraid. Well, they're just afraid of doing it.
Yeah.
Me. Another underhanded tactic that Edison used, which I quite liked. I meant to mention this a moment ago. Oh. He I don't know. When they invented the electric chair.
Yeah.
He made sure that it was one of Edison's motors that was on there. Not Edison, sorry.
Tesla's and motors. Yeah.
You know, because like, yo, look how dangerous this is, man. They're killing people with it.
Yeah, you can kill someone with AC electricity. Look how easy it is.
But just ignore the fact, you know, that it's probably just more efficient.
Yeah. Yeah,
we'll
exactly
assume
the same job.
We'll assume that he let them, you know, maybe they went to him first. He was like, no, use this one. I want to put my boat.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Edison would talk like that. So it was largely agreed that the war of the currents between Edison and Tesla reaches its climax in 1893 when Tesla probably would have looked good then still. When Tesla successfully used his AC system to light up the World's Fair in Chicago.
Yeah.
Apparently it was like fantastic. Apparently, like you couldn't even tell where it's being lit from. I don't get it. What he did exactly?
Right.
Like, did you just put a motor
exactly
in?
How it is, but there's something about how easy it is to push current up a series of wires using AC versus DC. Like DC is very good for sort of short distance, high charge stuff.
Right.
Whilst AC, because I think it's something to do with the fact that it's got both currents working, pushes it further up the fucking band. So instead of charging like only 5 lights, you're charging 15.
Oh, okay.
So then, obviously, using the same amount of power, you're getting this entire fucking area lit up.
So they've never seen like so much power like just coming from one thing probably or whatever.
Yeah, from whatever they previously used.
Motor, a generator maybe even and stuff. Like maybe that motor was like a generator then.
Yeah.
Okay, it makes me more sense. So talking about it like it was like amazing, and the photos that you took, because the photos and stuff, like it looked cool, but you couldn't really know what you're looking at.
You got to remember what it is as well, because previously all people had ever had was like gas light or candlelight. Yeah,
the electric they had then with the DC was, like you say, it was really bad compared to this, wasn't it? You don't realise how bad it was. Like this really.
Like DC gets used a lot inside components and inside systems.
Certain things that it works better for.
It works better for, yeah.
The majority of things we couldn't use, we wouldn't have. It kind of says, I reckon somebody else would have come along if Tesla had been killed or something early, and he never did it. Because there's always somebody that comes along. But we would have been living in a darker world for a lot longer.
Yeah.
Because this 1893 or whatever it was then is the point where it like you could suddenly now start lighting up the world.
Yeah.
Reasonably, you could. The electric grid was built off this.
Yeah.
Everything was built off this, like, which is amazing when you think about like who he is in that sense, and the fact that he lived the rest of his life doing fucking poverty and shit.
Yeah.
Like, how the hell, man? The guy who's done all this shit.
He wasn't a good marketer, you know.
He didn't
Edison
want
was
it.
a fantastically good marketer.
He always said he didn't want the money. It wasn't about that for him.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
He just wanted to make things.
Apparently he was a showman. He would do that kind of stuff, but he just didn't care about the money side.
Did you ever see
Did you know he went to after he got turned down by Edison? He went to Edison's enemy for giving him the backing for the money, and he's the one who gave him the money. So that was another fuck you to him. You know.
Did you ever watch The Prestige?
What's that? That sounds familiar.
That's the one with Hugh Jackman and what's his name? The guy who played Batman.
Oh, Christian Bale.
Christian Bale, yeah.
That's interesting. I'm surprised by that. You know, that when you said the guy who played Batman, instantly the first person came to mind was Christian Bale.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that then.
Yeah.
Well, that's surprising. Okay,
Yeah.
I guess I know who my Batman is now.
Yeah, that's my Batman.
And you as well, because
That's my
you said it as well. Yeah. Would you say he's your Batman?
Yeah, I think I probably would.
Yeah.
He's the best version.
He
I
is.
really enjoyed
Batman.
Ben Affleck's Batman. Batfleck
Oh
was
yeah, he
fine.
was alright. In Justice League, it was good.
Yeah.
The only good film that any of them lot were in.
Yeah,
Justice League Snyder Cut.
A good film. Though.
Snyder Cut. I'm so glad I listened to you and watched that.
Yeah.
Because I did not. I am just in awe of how a company could fuck up a film so badly.
So badly.
Because the film I watched, Justice League, I remember watching it the whole time, and I was like, "This is what the fuck is going on? What the jump? They're missing like so much.
Yeah, and all of the gaps are in the Justice League fucking director's
done
cut.
well as well.
Really well.
All these other stories, this whole anyone that
It's
loves that
fucking
stuff and
madness.
hasn't watched it, man, check it out. I can't even remember where I watched it now.
I can't remember where it was now.
Obviously, it's a total legal website, so I watched it on. But then I think I found it on something else. So, and I didn't watch it. I was like, why would I watch this? I'm going to go and pay for it properly and figure it out.
But I know it's there.
I know it's there.
Yeah.
Just in case I need to let the authorities
Just in
know.
case.
You know, you have to do your thing. Look after the community, you know. But Tesla would not do anything to change his opinion that people had of him. It was a bit weird because he would do things very showmany but weird.
Yeah.
He was a weird chap. When you saw the pictures, he looked. I mean, look at him when he was old. He wanted to marry a fucking pigeon. He loved the pigeon. That shows he was a fucking whack job.
Yeah.
Like he wouldn't. He was celibate his entire life. He only slept 3 hours a night. I can understand that one though. He believed in alien life and had an unexplained aversion to pearls.
Pearls?
Yeah, he didn't like pearls, didn't he? I had polystyrene, I guess I can't really say anything.
Yeah.
Somebody comes near me with polystyrene, I'm running. Honestly, there could be the hottest girl naked, wrapped in polystyrene, and when she moves, it scrapes together. Oh, I'll be gone.
Yeah.
I'll be gone, man.
Yeah, that is a horrible noise. And it sticks to everything.
I don't care about that.
Yeah.
The balls and all that, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about
It's
that.
just that noise.
Oh, man, I'm just thinking about it now. And there's a scientific reason for it. I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to get into it because I've got into it before on here, I think.
Yeah, there's certain noises that certain people hear and it fucks them up.
So frequencies.
Yeah.
It's because it's the frequencies that are the same as the human voice. The human voice we've evolved apparently to amplify that in our ear, so a certain frequency.
Right.
Or most people's average voice are of certain frequencies, I guess. And it happens to be the same frequency as things like that. Also the same as like the rubbing on balloons.
Yeah.
Like knives on like fork on a plate.
Yeah.
Chalkboard, nails, all that shit.
All that horrible stuff that no one likes.
Yeah, those noises that nobody likes. But that's the one for me that really gets me.
Yeah.
That really grinds my gears, that one does. Oh man, I couldn't do it. I've ran many times with people that pulled out polystyrene at parties and stuff.
Yeah.
I can't deal with it. And my friends fucking know it. I made a mistake of that. They all knew. They knew we'd been friends too long. So once we started drinking and all that shit, and it would just come out of nowhere all the time.
Yeah. I'm just going to bring a backpack at some point. And it's just going to be full of polystyrene.
If you ever do that, do it to me at a live show or something.
Yeah.
Because it'd be so much funnier It would fuck me. I'd move. I'd like get out the room until it was moved or something. If it was making noise, I couldn't deal with that. I'd be out.
We'll just literally, the first live show we do, we'll have like a person come on,
God,
like a Michelin man of polystyrene.
I want you to do it, but I fucking don't. Who could do that out of the comics and stuff? Because there's plenty of nice ones out there.
Yeah.
Who know that could do that?
I don't know.
That would do that. I'm thinking of one person straight away, actually, you know, that came to my mind.
Yeah.
Doesn't have the rotundness for it or anything like that.
Right.
But I think he would do it. James Bergen, I don't know why.
There you go.
I feel like James Bergen would be up for that shit. My dude goes to fucking swinger conventions and stuff.
Yeah.
I love his life. Although the people at swinger conventions, they all look a bit weird, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, well, that you know, you gotta be a bit strange to be into that.
Yeah.
To a certain extent.
I want to go.
Not in a bad way, you know, but...
No, I understand the people, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, it's weird. Like, I found my people.
Yeah. The lifestyle, as they call it.
The sex
in
parties in LA for 35 quid? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. My God. A sex party. Did I watch that review, the piss party? I didn't watch that review, did I? Did I tell you? No, it's been Dom that I talked about. I told the Goffin all about the piss parties.
I think you did mention it briefly, but...
I couldn't have mentioned it briefly because this is a fucking whole thing.
Oh, right.
Like, the whole parties, when you go to the sex parties and they pay £35 for them, some of the times the one woman, one of the things that she'll do is she'll collect pee.
Oh, no, you did say this. Yeah. Oh, God,
I'm going to briefly mention it again.
And waterboard them with it.
Waterboard them with her pee.
Yeah.
She didn't have enough there, so loads of people had to donate. And then people would, like, run up to watch, like, oh, this girl's doing stuff. She's putting things in her. And then she'd, like, fill herself up with it after she waterboarded someone else. But then she would fill herself up with a piss and squirt it, out of the crowd. And you'd see a crowd of people, like so many people would say that the whole time, but some of the people were like, a lot of them were like, oh, pissed, run away.
Yeah.
And when they stopped, they were like, oh, run back. And then they stopped squirting again, like, run away. And then just run back. Because nobody wants piss, and most people don't want piss on them.
Yeah, just stay away
But
from the piss.
you still want to look at the girl.
Yeah.
Do you know? And apparently did the same with blood. They'd done like putting like IVs in their legs, like getting the blood out. Oh, you can't do as much waterboarding with that. Obviously, you can't.
No. That's so fucked, bro.
I'm not saying there particularly that one was where I'd want to go to, a pissing one.
No.
No, that one fine. Just not when piss. It doesn't get me going.
Do you remember? Did you ever watch Bruno?
Yeah, for some reason, me and a few of my
And he
mates
does-
watched
he
that
does-
at the cinema. I don't know
He
why.
did a whole thing where he goes to a stripper, not to a swinger party, and this woman's trying to come onto him, and he's desperately trying not to because he's in character as this incredibly gay guy, Bruno.
I think he's married as well. To be fair, Sacha Baron Cohen,
he is.
so.
Yeah, but like at certain points in it, he's like walking up, sidling up to guys who are in the middle of fucking, and just being like, "Oh yeah, you're doing a really good job there. Just so did you know."
Yeah.
Okay, look in my eyes, and he goes, he doesn't want to look in your eyes, man. He's not interested. He's looking at pussy. And he's like,
The guy's fucking women. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get him to focus.
I thought it was when you were saying that. I totally assumed because of him, it was in like a gay orgy.
No.
Oh damn!
Yeah,
That's great.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's fucking.
This is the thing, though. I assume as well for him, like in that character,
Yeah.
he couldn't do anything with anyone,
No.
or actually touch or do anything.
Yeah.
Because that would be like
Illegal, basically.
it'd be like assault because you're lying about who you are and
Yeah,
stuff, and
yeah.
that's like a whole thing. I think.
Yeah.
I'm sure like it's assault for like trans people if they don't like tell it before they do
In
something.
certain states it is, I think, yeah.
Well, yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
if it is in the UK.
Well, okay, it's debated as a thing, like,
Mm-hmm.
I think it should be. I think anything like that should be, like, I'm trying to think of any other way it would relate to anything, but I can't even think of
Being a
anything else.
murderer?
Hmm?
Being a murderer?
What?
If you found out, like,
Oh, that's worse.
if you ask someone, oh, are you a murderer? And they're like, nah, I'm definitely not, though.
What?
That'd be a bit of a betrayal, wouldn't it?
Betrayal?
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, if you found out that somebody said they were like, I'd seen I kill people all the time.
Yeah. It'd suck.
I wouldn't care so much that he does that. I'm like, okay, fair enough, you haven't killed me.
Yeah.
Don't kill anyone I know. It's like, why did you tell me that?
Yeah. Just really good at it. Just they happen to be really, really good at it.
Or they're just really good at killing.
Yeah, just happen to be really good at it.
Oh, what? Just their talent that they realised that they had one day.
Yeah.
Like, oh, fuck.
It's like that Rick and Morty character, the assassin. Oh, there I go killing again.
This assassin sounds great.
He's so good. Yeah. Well, you know.
It fucking made me forget what I was going to say then with that fucking assassin then. I haven't seen that, but oh, fuck it, yeah, whatever. Okay, bit more about Tesla.
Mm-hmm.
Where did I get to? Okay, so I'm not going into all of this then. So the process in his mind, and he had over 300 patents. Tesla would describe the process of invention as basically he would build a model in his mind and then run simulations almost the way engineers do with computers.
Mm-hmm.
Tesla isn't in it for the money though. He shows this as the Washington runs into money trouble, so Tesla relinquished the royalties for his AC motor patent.
Yeah.
I'm guessing maybe give something to him. I'm confused what he actually did there. But all I know is that decision would deny him of an estimated $300 million.
Yeah, which at the time,
was...
that would have made you rich forever.
Mm-hmm.
Not for life, forever.
He still, I think he must have had some money for it because he still did some stuff afterwards. A lot of it failed though technically in the end. It didn't make the guy's money.
Yeah.
He had a radio station that he used like to make one of these giant coils into the air.
Yeah.
And have like a big Tesla coil at the top. Because his idea was to give energy to everyone, electric, for free around the world, wireless. So he could put it into the atmosphere.
Yeah.
And do it that way.
Yeah, use the Earth as a capacitor. Basically.
Well, at this point, no, he was just shooting it into the atmosphere at this point.
Yeah,
I don't know what that. I
yeah,
don't know how electric
the
works.
plan was like, technically you can use the ozone layer as I think it's like the positive charge, and you can use the Earth as the negative charge, and the space in between is essentially a capacitor. Where if you build up enough energy in the top part of it, you can make that energy come back down.
Oh, right, okay.
On the other side, and you might not even need to put energy up there if you know how to do it, because the stratosphere itself produces a shitload of energy, and even tapping into it at the time with the amount of energy demands they needed, it wouldn't have touched on what they needed to keep the planet safe. Yeah.
I remember him saying at one point that he realised he needed more power from stuff, so he probably. I don't imagine he would have had enough to get at that point, like to the stratosphere, would he?
Yeah, this is the thing. It's the theory.
Physically building something, I'm guessing that
you need something to actually make this thing happen. You need something to create the.
Because going by what he was doing, like I should put a picture up on it actually, on the screen for the people to see. Because like the picture of the stuff that he actually made, like what he built.
He did like pioneer wireless charging essentially.
But I just mean the way he was trying to, because his whole thing was, remember, he wanted to create wireless energy, or literally, you could go out and like, I don't know what the fuck he was like an aerial on your roof or something.
Yeah.
He just had electric, like in I don't know, Tesla, radio antenna, electricity. Fucking let's see if this works. Okay, that's not what I mean. Okay. I mean the actual one he built. Okay. I'll get to it in this in a minute actually, so let me get back to it here. Okay. Tesla coil. Basically coil amplifies low voltage into massive voltages. It's like electricity on steroids, okay. He accidentally used the coil to light up bulbs nearby without... this is what happened, okay. Yeah. So in 81, he takes his most arguably... the coil amplifiers... he was doing some stuff with the Tesla coil. Accidentally used the coil to light up bulbs nearby without any wire connection. Yeah. Just kind of happened. And it was like a literal light bulb moment for him. Could wireless be powered, be sent this way around the globe, which I'm guessing something to do with what you're on about there. Yeah. He tried it in the air with giant coil from a radio station, but it didn't work. I was hoping I'd put the name of the radio station in, but I didn't. Tesla radio station in that case, maybe that will come up. Because what he built, like, you could totally get what, exactly what he was saying.
It's just all about Tesla cars.
Yeah, that's the fucking... Maybe, actually, you know what? That's a good point, actually. Maybe I should put Nikola Tesla, shouldn't I? I can't remember how you fucking spell it now. Nikola. Okay.
Nikola, yeah.
I think that's one of them. It wasn't the picture I saw. It might be from a different angle. But that's similar to what I saw. Yeah, that's the one. Wardenclyffe Tower. So this was on top of like a... Or behind... Okay, it was actually behind it.
It looks like a fucking boss battle arena at the top. Like a Tekken fight arena.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
like a kind of like UFC arena at the top.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was electrocuted as well. You couldn't leave. Like this bit was all electrocuted.
Yeah.
Fucking electric fence. But yeah, it doesn't look as big as I remembered. But no, there's another one actually. No, that's not the one I'm thinking of. You know, that's definitely not. There's one where it's like a long covered, like a long kind of wire sticking up into the air. It looks a lot thinner than that. That is not the one. It was. He did it in somewhere where they were talking about. They wanted to get rid of it when the Nazis came with something to avoid that it had been taken over. But that's not going to help with what I'm searching. It's annoying. Like, you'd think this kind of stuff would come up straight away.
Yeah.
The radio station antenna. Oh fuck! I'm surprised that it's not coming up. You know, all we're seeing is. Really surprising. That's weird. That is. I don't understand why that just doesn't come up straight away. It was in that video. I could go through the video and find a picture of it there, but I don't even know exactly where the picture was.
Yeah.
So you know, I could get lucky, but I don't even know what else to type in here. Like try and find it. It's okay. Yeah. So all I can say is it was like a station. You know, like that. It looked like that kind of one of the tower, like with the bottom. But imagine the tower bit was like just like a thin wire. Almost not a wire, obviously. It was a lot bigger when you get closer, I imagine.
Yeah.
But from far away, it just looked like a thin wire going really high up with a big coil thing on the top. It was like an old photo as well, though. So yes, okay, it's just not there. That's really surprising. Okay, let me get rid of that. Okay, so we're getting to the end now, I think. Okay, so before he turned his vision into reality. Oh wait, hold on! I forgot to tell you what he did in the end. He so it wasn't working in the air, like we were saying. He later thought it would work better in the ground.
Okay.
Because if he could electrify the ground underneath us. Huh?
Yo.
Yo, blood. Hop, hop. What did I get to? But before you can reply if you want. Type a comment.
Well, you're not in the type box.
I can put you can have it. There you go.
I'm in control now.
You're in control. I'm going to tell the story, and you can say, "Yo, blood, what's a poppin', yo, granny liquor?"
I'm just going with yo.
Could you call him a granny
Just so
liquor?
you know, man. You know we are here. We're listening to your yos. We're ready.
Where did I get to again now? How did I even go off my thing? Okay, I'm getting back there. Tesla accidentally used a cord. Okay. So, he would stick it in. Yeah, so it would electrify the ground underneath. Then the idea is you would just need to stick in a pipe or something, I guess, and then you would get electricity distributed across the surface of the Earth. For me, that just doesn't sound like it would work.
No.
I get the idea, but I feel like I suppose if it was low enough,
Isn't it surely
it
just
couldn't affect-
Earth? Isn't that like the whole point of electrical charge? It's trying to get back to Earth, so it just goes dead.
Well, I don't think it literally means that, can it?
I don't know.
That seems stupid if that's what it... I know they talk about the Earth thing and all that, but that can't mean that.
I think it is.
That can't be. That sounds... I don't know. I need to talk to Dennis Bogan. He's an electrician.
Yeah.
He probably wouldn't know either. They just fix the things.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh,
You don't know.
I don't know how this
How
shit
do you
works.
not? How can you not know advanced electrical engineering?
I mean, I forgot about it halfway through talking about it, to be honest. So this is me trying to pretend I still know what we're talking about, to be fair. I don't know if you could tell or not. So, I'm not wrong, I don't know.
No, that's fine. That's fine then.
Yeah, I don't know. I assumed it would work, like, lower down the Earth somehow. Forget, like, the earthing in that case.
Yeah.
But just imagine that he put it down and then it could just shoot across to all places.
Yeah. No, that
But then...
doesn't...
What would happen with the water? Maybe you'd need it just in the land areas, I guess. Each continent would need, islands would need their own one. Anywhere that's got water.
But even then, it's like, doesn't that just sound like you've electrified the ground?
It
Does that
does.
sound like a smart thing?
It doesn't.
No.
But I'm on about really low down where there maybe wouldn't be worms.
Every time
and
you
stuff.
try and go for a walk.
That's what I'm saying, low down. Not the ground, not the surface you fucking walk on. Not that.
Oh,
that
I
would
see.
be ridiculous.
Yeah. That would suck.
And when it rained, it would literally like you have to get the fuck inside.
Get the fuck in.
What? That
Do
wouldn't
not be outside when it rains in Nikola Tesla's Utopia.
I know you'd have to like rubber soles would be a need.
Yeah, everyone.
And you could not have like your soles wearing out.
Yeah, no.
Like that would be fucked. You'd have to go walk like hop home if your one foot was okay.
Yeah, you might die.
Like you might have just saved your life by gluing up that shoe.
I might have done.
That happens now.
Yeah.
You're good. I mean, I assume they
It's
would.
luckily we don't live in Nikola Tesla's Utopia. So.
Well, a lot of things Utopia would have sorted that out.
Yeah, well, you know.
But going by his idea,
Dystopia?
I don't know. What?
Dystopia.
Whose Topia?
Dystopia.
What one?
No, not dystopia. Dystopia.
What?
You know what a dystopia is?
Whose Topia?
A dystopia is the opposite of a utopia.
A Metopia, what?
A dystopia.
Oh! Dystopia!
Yeah.
Why did you say that? Come on, man.
Mother
It's about communication.
This is a fucking podcast is going very well.
It's about communication. Man. How am I going to know these things unless you say it? That's what you got to say. Dystopia. I'm like, okay, will you?
Yeah, no, you're right. I should have just said it.
A new challenge for the army. But before he could turn his vision into a reality,
Yeah.
he had other stuff to do still.
Okay.
He wanted to help the army. He was distracted by a new challenge, newly discovered field of radio waves.
Ooh.
Decades before the Death Ray, he comes up with a concept that would later change the face of warfare. He built a remote-controlled boat for the government 2 decades before the word robot was even coined.
Ooh.
It's weird. When I look at this though, I'm like, I assumed it was amazing then, but I look at it, I'm like, it's just stuff we can like. Kids buy robots that can do that, like buy toys that can do that. What? Who cares? But you don't realise at the time how different it. Like the controlled boat is Tesla's first step into a deadly field of military tech.
Yeah.
Won't be his last. He was working on radio-controlled torpedoes, robot ships, and all sorts of things.
Yeah.
He dreams of weapons, vehicles, even robotic soldiers that can be controlled from a distance.
Yeah.
So remote control, everything. The US Navy wasn't interested. The demonstration were not convincing to them, and they were always kind of hesitant about new technologies anyway. His concept of remote control weapons only becomes reality many decades later after his death.
Yeah.
Which is naturally how it happened. But it's just pretty much like in the nicest way. It's just they explained what it was, and I thought I wrote it down, but I don't think I did. They explained what it actually was, and it basically he did a thing that would put like say you've got like a rudder for a boat, you got the rudder, and all his thing did was say if you press say you pull the joystick this way, the thing goes that way.
Yeah.
If you press it that way, it goes the other way.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's got
joystick.
It's basically two transmitters, one which says forward and another one which says forward, and it depends on how fast you move which transmitter that it pushes which motor. So put both forward at the same time.
But the sound of it was only left and right. They said nothing about it going forward.
No, yeah, that's the thing.
They might have just shot it. What
I imagine is one of those things where you've got a rudder system basically, so you can push one forward, push the other one forward, push them both forward, push them both back.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know?
No, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, from what I was seeing, about it was like separate things. Yeah, I get what you're saying. But still, I was like, that's amazing back then, sure. But right now, I'm looking at it, I'm like, big whoop, dude.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, at the time he was genuinely a visionary because no one else had even considered this as a thing, let alone something that someone could do rather than something that someone would just write about in a book, Well, it's a thing that like later on, this like fully, like we have drones now, all from his idea, basically. Yeah. Like the drones, like so that just the whole idea of like warfare, not having to have people in all the ships all the time, probably right there, do from a distance. Information. I mean,
which is terrible actually, but it just makes it worse. A bit, shooty shoots.
Sometimes it's necessary to do a shooty shoot.
Oh, it is necessary to do a shooty shoot. We know sometimes. This. His drive to create horrifying super weapons is his pacifism as an early supporter of the deterrent theory.
Right.
So he wanted to create weapons so destructive,
so powerful that no one would use them. Yeah.
That war becomes pointless.
Yeah.
So I get it. The idea was so-called teleforce rays that could bring down airplanes from thousands of miles away. Tesla's planned to build something so powerful it can bring about peace through mutually assured destruction. He wants to create the death ray to save lives.
Yeah.
So this is another thing we'll get into. I got the actual things written down a bit later, but it doesn't matter. This death ray, it's like a particle beam thing. Yeah. Where is the thing that I know I've got it written down here actually, how it actually works. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Okay. Let me go a bit higher then. Okay, I'm just going to go from this bit for now. Okay. Remind me about aliens.
Mm-hmm.
Remind me about aliens. So I've got to mention that. The weapon and what happened. In 1934, Tesla claimed that his death beam would be able to destroy attacking enemy, etc. He was intentionally ambiguous in describing the invention. He didn't want to describe it in too much detail in case someone else would steal it, basically like it happened before.
Mm-hmm.
The only drawing of it ever uncovered suggests that the weapon was a type of particle beam. Think of a basic particle beam weapon as essentially equivalent to a rifle, but instead of lead bullets, you have small ions and you accelerate them to very high energies, and then the particles will be travelling at around 36,000 miles per hour, which is like obviously super many times faster than a bullet.
Yeah.
And just generating so much heat that it would just go straight through a plane, anything.
Yeah.
It just. I think there's some kind of weapon like it actually in plane. In one of the recent Star Wars, there was like some super laser beam thing. Oh no, I'm thinking of when they went into warp speed actually and they shot through something.
Oh right.
When they suicide bombed the thing basically. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. That's how that works apparently.
Particle beams are particle accelerators are a thing that exist.
Yeah. I mean, I'm guessing we don't have like one. As far as we know, we don't have a death ray like this.
No, but we did. Someone did walk in front of an active particle beam at one point.
No, I think they say that. I feel like I've seen that or heard it.
Yeah.
Why?
Just by accident. He happened to be working on it at the time, and then someone turned it on accidentally, and it went a little bit through his head. He was alive, but like he definitely had a particle go through his head.
So how was he though?
Yeah, he's all right.
Like one particle like shoot through him basically.
I think so.
So we're talking. So it's like a minute bullet going all the way through you.
Yeah.
That's weird actually, yeah, because
like a needle, isn't it? Petrovich Bogorsky, Russian-born, retired particle physicist. He's known for surviving a radiation accident in 1978 when a high-energy proton beam from a particle accelerator passed through his head.
Jeez.
So there's the image of how it shot. You can see the fucking.
Yeah, it didn't go through most of his brain at least. Then that was probably the only reason he survived. Isn't it? Wow. And is there him there? The actual picture of him.
So it's gone through his nose essentially.
Actually, I should totally put this on the thing. Actually, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Hold on. So what was the name again? Or just type it in on there for me?
It's Anatoly Petrovich.
Oh God, what?
Just put in particle beam through head.
Yeah, you're right. Particle beam through head. There you go. Comes straight away. Hopefully this will actually show us this picture properly. There we go, cool.
Yeah.
That's good enough.
So as you can see, it's gone through his nose and out the back of his head.
I understand how he can survive, but he looks like on the picture, like, the fact that he's got like a mark at the back and his face looks puffed up. Like you see how swollen his cheek is. Like you can see that it fucking hurt then. The heat that came from it, obviously.
Yeah.
So he's done that on both those sides. What did he do when he went through?
Yeah.
Oh, was he definitely alive after?
Yeah.
Like, the Russian scientist who stuck his head in the pod. I mean, you make it sound like he was just doing it for the hell of it then. He's just the Russian scientist who stuck his head in a particle accelerator. I mean, no, that's not what... I mean, he did.
He did. But he wasn't doing it just because, oh, look at this.
Yeah, he wasn't just trying to have a good time.
Stick my head in this old particle accelerator, have myself for breakfast.
1978, fuck you know. And then half of his face now. What? Hold on. something seemed amiss. So he decided to visually. Okay, no, it doesn't matter. He instantly and unexpectedly, billions of protons shot through his skull. Billions of protons, okay?
Yeah.
Fortunately, he survived and, in fact, is still alive in his 80s. Wow. But he carries with him strange side effects, such as half of his face not aging.
Yeah.
I mean, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Do we not want to be looking into why?
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Like,
maybe particle beam bombardment is the key to infinite life.
I mean, that did something there because it's not aging. What the hell? People, you're supposed to age.
Let's look at his face now. Let's see his face now.
His name. Okay, here we go. I can get his name here. Look. Okay. I might have missed an eye there. You know.
That's all right.
I'm glad.
There he is.
Right. Oh, there's the fella. It's not in his 80s, but I can kind of see it.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's like turned the other way. For fuck, he probably doesn't like doing this. Look, he's always turning away. It's all the same photo, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look, yeah, it fucking really is.
That's probably the last photo anyone got of him, really.
So they would have said he's alive in his 80s, so I don't know when that article would have been done, but I mean that looks like somebody else. That doesn't look like him. That's like a. That's weird. Okay.
I think it is supposed to be him.
Oh, okay. So I'm confused now. Which part hasn't aged? Because that looks like it's aged more.
That is the age part.
Okay. Oh, so what?
I don't know.
Oh wait, no. Look, if he's in his 80s, though, I mean, it would make sense that. To be fair, if he's in his 80s, he does look very young.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the part. I'm just confused whether that's scarring or just a normal aged face on that side.
I think that's the age face on that side, and they flipped it for some reason.
Well, no, that would be the right way. Any way, wouldn't it?
No, because I think it's the side that got hit that was supposed to not age.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, oh, yeah.
I think they
You're
flipped
right
the
there.
image. Yeah.
It might have done. I was thinking maybe it was that age. The bit under it all aged, but the bit on this side away from it didn't age.
Yeah, no, I don't think that. Yeah, I think that would have been too easy.
Oh yeah, that. What is on the other side? That's got to just be flipped, surely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be. It's the exact same as the other ones. Look, that's interesting. There's a lot of people that do dumb shit, and he wasn't one of them.
Huh.
The person that fucking turned it on was a dumbass.
Yeah.
Bet that was in there. Fucking idiot. That just looks to me like it was him. He's the only other guy I can see that comes up.
Yeah, so it must be related to it.
I say it must be him. It's got to be. Even out of this fella, which I think is supposed to be the same dude too, but he looks like somebody you'd want to hit. I don't know why. Might look like my dad. I don't know.
Wow, that got deep.
Alright, let's get rid of that. Oh, he wasn't on the whole fucking time. Shit. Sorry, guys. Fuck. I'm not a good producer. I try. I'm not good.
That's alright.
Okay, so aliens.
Right.
I wanted to let you know this. Okay, so where's it gone? Okay. As the 20th century dawns and his Colorado Springs lab, Nikola Tesla is testing new theories related to the idea of transmitting electric through the ground.
Right, yeah.
Still on this. Because after he's done the radio stuff for the army, he's like, I'm going to finish off doing some stuff I care about now.
Yeah.
Using an ultra-sensitive electrical receiver, he accidentally makes a stunning discovery. Like another one. It's like at this point you think he's used to it. It's like he must not even get like goose pimples or an erection when he does stuff now. Just like, he's just flaccid through it all.
Yeah.
Doesn't excite
just
him.
Floppy cocked the entire time.
The only thing that really excites him gets him going to them fucking pigeons.
Yeah.
Fucking needs to calm down with them, man. I swear.
Just thinking about them pigeons.
He had hooker up. I mean, so I'm thinking
He had
about.
A hooker on. What?
He had a hooker on a particle beam accelerator, and then he put a pigeon up her fanny. She let him. It was a sex party.
I do wonder if he did like a thing where he accidentally transferred a woman's consciousness to a pigeon, and he's like, "Well, I've got to look after her now."
I think that's just what he told people to try and make it seem a bit more acceptable. To be honest, like people thought he was like a wizard kind of stuff. Like they might have believed this.
Maybe.
If I was alive back then, I might have believed it. I don't know. I still would have been a fucking idiot back then.
Yeah.
You didn't know anything. You no internet. Like the most thing you get is like the internet back then was people going in the streets doing shows, being like, "Look at this new thing." It's how you get things known.
Yeah.
It's like an art form that we've lost as well now.
Yeah.
Really, like going out and like doing that kind of stuff to drum up things. Imagine going to like town and doing that kind of shit.
Yeah, it's not a thing you do anymore.
Maybe if you want to run for a local election, you would. Carl D. Hinken.
Is that the photo you're going to use?
Of course. I need to roll a smoke first. To have that in my mouth.
That's important.
I'm joking. Good bit of legal CBD.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, the aliens. Fuck.
Yes, aliens.
I hadn't even got to them. He had hooked up a receiver to see what kind of currents were passing through the earth with an ultra-sensitive electrical receiver.
Yeah.
Passing through the earth, and one night he realised that he was not only getting currents through the earth, but he was also getting a consistent signal back to him. So he wasn't just sending stuff out, sorry. He was getting stuff back.
Mm.
The first one beeped, then two beeps, and three beeps as he listened on a telephone receiver. Tesla claims the source must be extraterrestrial, possibly coming from Mars.
What?
He was talking to him. Tesla talked to aliens. Where do you think he gets his brains from? The technology.
I mean...
They up there gave it him.
Okay, alright. But what if it's just an echo?
What, huh?
What if he's going bleep, 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 bleep,
Oh,
bleep,
I see.
bleep, 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 bleep.
Like a lot of those ghost hunters
Yeah.
on YouTube now. It's like everywhere they go, there's something that happened, and
Yeah.
it's probably just an echo.
Yeah.
It's a bag they put down.
Yeah.
They don't fake
One
it.
of them farted.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, that was.
Did you guys hear that? Definitely wasn't me.
It was a demon. That sounded like a demon, yo.
Oh my god, it smells like sulfur. It does, right?
So one place I wouldn't want to shit myself is in a haunted place.
Yeah, it'd suck.
I mean, I felt like I was going to shit myself today. No, you know, you have those moments when you got like a weird stomach and you're walking somewhere, and then you do. I don't even know what I did, but it was like, oh, did a bit of plop come out then? Oh damn! I was like halfway walking to where I was going as well. I was up, it was the longest walk. I forget every time I do it, it's a longer walk than I think it's going to be.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's a bit of poop just come out.
Yeah.
I was really unsure the whole way to the shop, man. I was like, I'm going to carry on, I'm going to see you through.
Yeah.
I'm halfway anyway, we'll do this. And I got to the shop, did the thing. It was only when I got into the chippy and I was waiting for my lunch and I sat down and I was like, I think we're okay actually.
No, yeah.
I think we're okay. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd hope so too because I just put, was that before or after? No, actually that was after I put on my new, before I put on my new Batman boxes, so that's fine.
Right.
I got Batman boxes.
Nice.
But, you know.
I like Batman boxes.
Test to talk to aliens though.
Yeah.
Yeah, the funny thing is though, it made the headlines, made the newspapers around the world somehow Tesla was in communication with aliens, etc. Public loved it, but scientists attacked it because, of course.
Yeah, science. Yeah.
But,
Okay.
big butts and all.
Yeah.
With today's lens, we know that actually the scientists were wrong. They were wrong. They really should have fucking looked.
Huh?
Because he was right. Once again, Tesla was light years ahead of his time. He definitely, not that he was talking to aliens.
Okay.
Not necessarily that.
Right.
Could have been. We still don't know what it is now. Because we can still detect it. 100 years later, they figured out that what Tesla was actually listening to was not a message from Mars, but it was a radio signal that is coming from one of the moons of Jupiter that we still don't really understand what it is. There's a radio signal coming from one of the moons of Jupiter. That's what he found.
Fuck.
There's a real signal coming from Jupiter, from a moon. That's weird, isn't it?
Imagine if it was just the fucking Mass Effect thing. You know that's how the Mass Effect universe starts. Is they get
oh God, Karen, I'm going to start rolling. I'm going to start rolling now, guys.
They find a signal somewhere in the solar system, and then basically that leads them on a path through a Mass Effect relay, which then allows them to go.
I don't. You just said like Mass Effect relay. Like I have a clue what that means.
It's basically just like
I'm here to learn. I'll learn about it.
It's a giant.
But you gotta fill it in.
It looks like a giant key in space, and if a ship goes up to it and it's got a Mass Effect drive, it will like basically remove the mass from the object so it can travel faster than the speed of light. And then on the other side, it will retransfer the mass to the object.
Oh, it feels dangerous to me.
Yeah.
I feel like one of those things where I'm like, am I teleporting or just killing myself and then reassembling another version of me on the other end?
It's not quite like that. It's not quite like that. It creates a Mass Effect field, which basically puts you outside of the universe, essentially.
Could you essentially use that as a weight loss drug?
No.
Feels like you could.
Yeah.
You'd be taking the mass away.
Yeah. That's how people cast spells in it. They got like spelly type shit called biotics.
I don't know. They sounded sci-fi at first, and now they're using spells. What the fuck is?
It's not spells. Basically, people have got an aptitude to be able to like use Mass Effect fields with their mind, and then they can sort of cause like little black holes to suck people into them and stuff.
Whoa!
It's brutal.
I don't know why I found that.
Yeah.
I don't know why I found that so funny. Then that was so childish.
Because it was getting sucked in.
The way you said it, man. You put so much emphasis on that sucked in.
Sucked.
Oh, come on, man. You already mentioning black holes. What we doing?
Yeah, I know.
Dirty bugger.
You dirty boy. Naughty man.
So come on then.
So yeah, that's how the Mass Effect thing.
Oh, is that the whole? So you're chasing a signal the whole time?
Yeah. So there's a signal somewhere in the solar system. It could be that. We could be going to the
That
signal.
very much could be then what they're based on.
Yeah, and then we go to the other side of it. It's like, oh look, shit. Actually, this tells us how to go wherever the fuck we want faster than the speed of light.
Ah, okay. Do you do that stuff after, or is that like kind of how it ends?
Yeah. Well, that's how.
Do you explore like a
You
whole
go
universe,
into that. You're in that galaxy. You're in the galaxy where Mass
okay.
Effect is the standard form of travel.
Right. Okay.
But it turns out that the reason why the Mass Effect like relays are made the way they are is because the Reapers, these horrible like alien robots from outside of the universe of the galaxy, are coming in to destroy all sentient life and then turn it into more Reapers so that they can repeat the process every 50,000 years. What? And they force them to use the mass relays because it's the most efficient way around and it's based on their technology. So when it comes down to it, they can just go, turn it off.
Oh, that's not cool then.
Yeah, it's nasty.
What? Okay.
Yeah. That's what Mass Effect's all about.
You have to fight them people.
You have to fight the Reapers.
I was gonna say, yeah.
That's what that trailer of Mass Effect 3 is about. There's a really famous trailer of it where they're sort of in London, and there's a guy shooting these horrific like zombie things that have made by the Reapers like technology. They're like nano zombies, and they're chasing people down and shooting them, and then one of the Reapers just drops out of the sky.
Yeah.
And they're sort of shaped like kind of like some weird crab creature. And they just sort of drop down this enormous thing and just echoes across and like fucking lasering people and shit. It's so fucking cool.
That new one, because I've seen you playing it on the Xbox thing. Is that the newest one then?
No, Mass Effect 1, 2 and 3 are the good ones. Then there's Mass Effect Andromeda, which is not worth playing.
Is that the newest one?
Yeah.
Is that... Why was that not worth playing again? I feel like I've asked you this.
It's just not as good as the other ones. It just nothing. The story isn't as good. The characters aren't as good. Basically, Andromeda takes place literally in the Andromeda galaxy, and they've taken this giant ship using sort of the technology that they had to try and get all the way over to the other side of the to Andromeda to sort of start colonizing Andromeda.
Yeah.
But when they get there, they find out that there's this whole other thing going on in Andromeda that's threatening the entire galaxy, and it was supposed to be a new trilogy because it had technically gone past all the Reapers, so that still happened, but they could have a trilogy based in Mass Effect in a different galaxy, and it wouldn't affect that one. So they'd get away with it, But they never got
like
past
a spin-off, basically, kind of thing.
They never got past the first one, though, because just no one fucking wanted to play the first one, because it was just shit.
Oh. Was it actually shit, though? Is it gameplay or just stories? For people who love the story?
It's a bit generic. It's just like you go down on a planet, you find some enemies, you shoot them. It's a bit more like the original one was, which was fine for back in the day, but it wasn't good enough by the end of it.
Yeah, I'm going to wait for Kitty, I'm sorry, Papa. Dog making noise. Going to work in here.
Yeah. Doesn't affect you, darling.
So how old is the last, Mass Effect 3? How old is that one?
Mass Effect 3 came out in about 2012. Yeah. It's about 12 years old.
Yeah, I don't play that.
Yeah, it's a problem. The thing is, it's like, even me playing through it now, there's certain bits of it I'm like, Jesus Christ, why did they design it like this? This is so fucking frustrating. In the second one, you've got to go around scanning planets to get stuff so that you can do upgrades so that you don't kill all your friends at the end of it.
Right.
And it takes so fucking long. You're just sort of going through one screen to go into another screen to go into another screen to start scanning, and then you've got to scan up and down the planet, finding all the fucking ore deposits and firing a probe into it, and then you've got to go back and get more probes because you can only carry 15 at a time. It's like, oh, fuck off.
There is a lot of that kind of like all collecting of stuff in Starfield, but I feel like it's quite, you know, there's a lot of little bits where I'm like, actually, where I am like that. I'm like, why did you do it? We have to like run back to the robot to get the things to run back on the ship. That always annoys me every time, but little things like that too.
Can we? Can you pass me the mouse?
Yes, of course.
I have an idea.
Okay. To be fair, I think like with the Tesla stuff, because like I said, after a bit it just starts like repeating itself a little bit, because there's no real end to, you know, what we know happened to him, because there's no real answers. We don't know.
He just died of heart condition, apparently.
We still don't know where a big portion of his research went. All we know is that a big portion of his research was stolen.
Yeah.
And it's never been found. Where that they say it was by that original guy, that Yugoslav diplomat. But at the same time, like, do we actually have
I'm gonna while it's.
Oh, okay. I forgot what I was fucking saying now, you know.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's what was the idea you were putting on?
I forgot.
Oh, for fuck's sake, that. You can't. We both forgot at the same time.
It's up there to be a blocker.
No, it's just we don't know where his research went. That's all I was trying to like think of.
Yeah.
Like, we just don't know. With that, it could have gone to Czechoslovakia. No, that wasn't the right place. What was the other one?
Russia.
Yugoslav. And whoever they were with, he was talking to the Russians. He'd be talking to the Americans. God knows who else he was
Russian,
talking to.
I think.
Croatian.
Or Croatian, yeah. So, I mean, it would have made sense for him to go to someone from the Eastern Bloc.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's not like he would have felt particularly, you know, indebted to the West, I don't think. Not by that point.
I wondered that as well. Like, could you forget how many of these people, like the smart scientists, they foreign?
Yeah.
Like him, Einstein.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, that's the thing. If you become a genuine genius, then you should be able to sort of. It shouldn't matter where you come from, really.
It doesn't. No, when it comes to like science and all that and weapons, it fucking doesn't.
The problem is that there's so many fucking geniuses now. It's a bit like anything else. There's so many different versions of your favourite, you know, creator out there. There's so many different versions of your favourite genius out there. There's so many fucking genuinely intelligent people that it becomes a bit like, oh, that's just a type of person now. They're just a really smart person.
You say that though, and then there's also the other side. There's so many dumb people.
Yeah, but the thing is, we're also getting to a point where like there's a certain cap on what the human brain alone is able to understand, comprehend, and work out like rational solutions to, you know. And like, no matter how smart we get, I think we're starting to reach a point where the human brain starts going, you know what, I can't actually compute this much longer. Once you start getting into like black hole calculations, you need computers to help.
Oh, okay, I'm with you. Yeah,
you know?
yeah. That's why they build the machines to then do what they need to do.
Yeah, to do the thinking for them.
Yeah, of course, man. Of course, but that's still just to me when I look at that. That's just another tool that they use.
Yeah.
You know, nothing like. Yeah, go ahead, man. Use as much. I was gonna say that to you.
Yeah.
Use what you need. I'm gonna put some more in too because I started rolling it up and I was like, "What is this thin ass fucking thing?" I like a bit more fucking backy in there. I do like the smoke. I know I shouldn't.
Yeah.
I try to put less backy in, but sometimes I roll it and I'm like, "Yo, this is thinner than the fucking roach, man. What are we doing? What's the fucking point?" And smoke a bag. It's like having sex with a condom. One. So why are we doing this? I want to fuck a bag. I'll go Aldi and I'll grab 5p, cheaper date.
Well, I'm obviously just smoking entirely tobacco at the moment because I'm a good person.
We're trying to be good. We're using the CBD herbs.
Yeah, we are.
Try it.
We're trying good.
Ignore what it says up there.
We try good.
I know it doesn't say, oh, stay trippy. You can't stay trippy nowadays, you know. We are. I mean, that's one thing though. If you have to do any kind of drug test, which you fucking don't, I guarantee you from what I've seen in politics and all that.
Yeah, no.
You don't do any fucking drug testing or anything.
Not in the House of Commons, no, sir.
Yeah. I mean, I hardly fucking do any drugs now anyway. It's not like... I mean, I wouldn't even consider bud a drug anyway, so... Personally. Unless if you want to consider that a drug. CBD, definitely not, which is what we're smoking now.
It's like the
Bud
Theo
shouldn't
Von
be a
thing.
drug though either.
Theo Von's thing, like, if that's not a drug, that's an interesting... That's a... What was it? That's an interesting spice or something? I can't remember.
I get it.
That's a confusing spice. That's what that is.
You're not wrong. It is just a plant.
Yeah.
Like, that shit just grows in the floor, man.
Yeah.
There must have been somewhere where it just naturally grows.
Yeah.
Like, is this how it works?
Kazakhstan.
Is that really?
Yeah, believe it or not.
I
I saw recently as well on a fucking just a random fact thing that at one point during a like ceremony for some kind of like sports thing. I can't remember what it was. It wasn't the Olympics, but it was something quite big, you know.
Yeah, the Commonwealth was
Yeah, something like that. And there was this woman who was like from Kazakhstan, and they were playing a national anthem, and they played the fucking Kazakhstan national anthem from Borat, not the actual.
Wow.
I mean, can you imagine the fucking look on her face when it starts belting out? Kazakhstan, greatest country in the
God.
world. Yeah.
I couldn't even remember what it was like.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I mean, that's great, though.
That is fucking hilarious.
That is great, man.
But, I mean, just imagine how fucking embarrassing... That film has ruined an entire country for a bit.
They literally...
They were a laughingstock because of a movie.
Didn't they try and like do like some stuff to try and definitely stop the second one coming out or something?
They've tried all sorts of stuff. They've tried to legally get at Sacha Baron Cohen, but that's never stuck. They've tried to fucking they've declared him as an enemy of the state. It's so funny, man.
Jeez. We got wars going on and stuff, but yo, oi, Borat, fuck you. I don't like what you're doing. You're making our country look stupid. I mean, by us getting so annoyed and sending you all these things and not just accepting it. Yes, we look very stupid, I admit that. And you're making it worse.
Yeah.
Ban it. I bet you can't go and watch it there, but it's not in the
That is
cinemas.
not, yeah.
I'd love to see. I'd love to see like an uprising in Kazakhstan.
And they all watch Borat.
Yeah, they all they want Borat. You know, they want Borat brought in and accepted. They wanted to have the key to the fucking. Imagine they rised up. And I'm not talking like take over and like physically violently.
They should just lean into it.
What physically violently?
No, they should just
attacking people
No,
for
they should
Borat.
just lean into the Borat of it all.
They should.
They should just start selling mankinis everywhere.
Bring him in, give him the key to the city.
Yeah, yeah. Make it the national fucking clothing choice, the mankini. Just everyone walking around. Hi, hello, how's it going?
I mean, I don't know how I'd feel about. I don't know what they look like down there. I don't know if they're hairy. I've watched Borat and I feel like they're hairy. But they want to wear mankini too. Then get into it. Yeah, like you said.
Yeah.
If they can do that.
Mankini.
Kazakhstan.
Greatest country in the world. All other countries are run by little girls. Kazakhstan, #1 exporter of potassium. Other countries have inferior potassium. Kazakhstan, home of Bridget swimming pool. Depth 30 meter, length length 30 meter, depth 6 meter. Kazakhstan.
The fuck is this shit?
It's so good.
I love how you remember that all.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I was gonna say earlier, we should put it on, but I was worried about the coffee. Right? We don't need to now, do we?
Yeah.
I just feel like I heard it. I feel like that just. I suppose we could have watched the Olympics thing actually.
Yeah,
but I can't bother to find that now. That's great though, man.
Yeah, I love that movie so much when I was a kid. I went to see that in the cinema, and oh my god, they're so funny, man.
Oh, it's great.
It's
I can't
so funny.
remember where I went to watch it the first time. I know I watched it earlier. I'm trying to remember.
Hearing the entire cinema just in uproarious laughter. I've never, ever, ever been in a comedy movie
Actually,
since.
yeah, that must have been that for me as well, actually, because I know I've been in one of his and it was
Yeah.
like that. I think it was the second bar, but that couldn't have been, that was too recent.
Yeah, because that was all on Prime as well.
Yeah, it was during
Could have
the
been
pandemic.
Bruno, maybe, I don't know, but Bruno had a lot more
No.
people going, oh god.
Yeah,
rather
that's
than-
all I remember from
Yeah,
Bruno.
yeah.
Like, why did we watch this, guys?
Yeah, just a penis coming up on stage and talking directly into the camera.
Yeah, just-
That's the one shot I remember.
The penis swirling
Yeah.
around, it just comes up, just
That-
starts swirling around for
That
ages.
and him getting fucking people to sit on Mexican staff.
I remember that. But I'm not gonna lie though, I would kind of love to see like a film just all about like Ari Shafir doing Amazing Racist.
Yeah.
I kind of would love it. Imagine a crossover with Borat.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of amazing, like a road trip. His Amazing Racist guy. I don't know if it's one guy, but it can be one guy now. And Borat.
Yeah.
And he's
Amazing Racist is such a fucking Jesus Christ.
I haven't seen loads of it, but you know me, I just love it when they're pushing the extreme. You know, you got it right on the edge. I mean, as I've said with Ari a lot of the time, I think he goes over the line a lot of times.
Did you ever watch Balls of Steel?
It sounds familiar.
There was the one where they had people doing pranks on the public and seeing how far they could take it.
No,
And it's
actually.
There's one was Nedge's Urban Sports. And it's just literally drive-by fucking food fight was one of them. And he's just launching chicken nuggets at people. It's like, for fuck's sake, man.
So this is like them actually doing it to people. That's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
something
yeah.
you see a lot now, like prank shows and that.
No, that was
always.
a full-on prank show, and they were just literally assaulting the public with food.
Wow.
Oh man, and they did the annoying devil at one point. He sat in a smart car with a flashing light on top of it in front of a tractor doing 10 miles an hour, and like there's a huge queue behind him, like fucking miles long tail, because there's nowhere to overtake on this road. He's picked out the road specifically.
Yeah.
And waited for a tractor to pull
God.
out in front of.
Oh god, okay.
So that there's him and the tractor, and there's just no way of getting around.
Fucking hell.
And it's the most evil shit you've ever seen in your life, man. Oh,
Because you know you'd probably be a car in front of him filming as well.
Yeah. Oh shit, man.
Did you see another like kind of surprising thing to see on the TV or whatever? That was a great segue. And my segue was a dog shit today.
That's alright.
It's not enough. Jake Paul, his fight with Mike Perry. I watched that at the weekend. I was like, yeah, I'm actually gonna watch it live and everything. I don't know why. I just had the time and the night away. I was like, I'm gonna watch it. Took the piss to actually, get going, and then I turned it off so many times until I can't get to the main event.
Yeah.
But all the rest of it was dog shit, man. There was even one of those tag team ones again in there, I think.
Yeah.
It's just weird, man, that is. Yeah, he was fighting Mike Perry. I didn't know who Mike Perry was before, but he's badass. I knew that, I heard a lot that, people were like, yeah, might not be a good choice for him to pick.
Yeah.
Like, if he gets knocked out here, this might be kind of it for him. The Tyson thing probably won't happen then. Like, what's the point?
Didn't there someone say that they'd leaked the fucking the script for the fight or something?
Oh, I haven't seen that, but I don't look on a lot. I don't go on any of the things a lot of the time. I wouldn't believe that.
No.
I mean, it was a shit fight because basically the guy who went up, he had zero defence.
Right.
He just wasn't putting his hands up.
Yeah.
He just would not. Like, he refused to put his hands up.
Just took the fight.
But it seems
the
like
face.
he is more of like, because he's more bare knuckle.
Yeah.
Like, I suppose you're not thinking as much about defence normally. You're more just attack because you're using your hands.
Yeah,
Does a bit
but
more.
if you know you're going into a boxing match, your instincts would be, surely.
You should be thinking the whole time about changing those instincts, isn't it? That's the thing. It's like straight away he walked in there, straight away, hands not up. He was just like coming out like, he was doing some stuff, hardly getting anything as well. And obviously, he was still a lot bigger, Jake Paul was. I think he had like 40 pounds, maybe more on him.
Yeah.
It might have been more, I can't actually quite remember. But, yeah, he was just, I think, no, he did get knocked out, actually. Well, it wasn't a knockout.
Technical knockout.
It was the ref stopped it, if I remember correctly.
TKO,
Yeah. Because he wasn't protecting himself, you know. He kept doing it the whole way through. He got bloodied up and everything, obviously, you know.
Yeah.
He took a beating, but he should have fucking gone down, like, way before kind of thing. It's like, yo, you're a dude, man.
Yeah.
Stop. You don't want to die
You're
because
not
of Jake
helping
Paul.
yourself here, yeah.
Like dying because of being beaten to death by Jake Paul.
Yeah,
Imagine that.
That would be embarrassing.
Oh, my God.
How long have we been streaming for?
2.5 hours, actually. Wow. That's surprising.
Yeah.
We can get finished soon if you want to, then.
Of how much more info have we got, or are we through the Tesla stuff?
Well, that's the thing. The Tesla stuff, I think, there's not too much more to say on that.
No.
Because once you get to a certain point with it, it's like, with his death, it's all just...
Hearsay and...
Yeah, it's all just, you know, assumptions.
It's just theories.
All this stuff that we have got...
And it could very well be that just an old man had a heart issue.
Yeah, it's just very suspicious timing at the same time,
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Because it was just as he was about to go meet someone. It doesn't really clarify who he was going to meet
No.
either. Which is, like, it all just sounds a bit weird. But it literally could have been just that, though, as well.
Yeah.
And but either way, that doesn't matter. It's more about the fact that somebody went in and took the research. Is the main thing.
That's the most interesting bit.
Because we've got a lot of it back, but most of it not from what was stolen. There was some that was got back, from what was stolen. But a big portion of the main stuff we haven't got.
So someone out there is getting a death ray done.
That's the idea.
Let me tell you about my idea for a death ray.
No, you didn't.
You know you can get those laser torches online which like pop balloons.
No, but I think yes.
Yeah, you can get like laser torches that are strong enough to like laser dot things that are strong enough to pop a balloon from the heat.
Yeah.
All you need to do is you need to get like an array of 80 of those, all like going in through a prism and like concentrating the beam into one beam, and then you could like cut through metal and shit.
It's a stronger one, yeah.
Yeah. See what I mean?
Well, isn't there something that does that?
I don't know.
Like a laser kind of cutter that they use now. It's that kind of thing, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Like a laser kind of cutter.
Have you ever seen one of those laser fucking etcher things when they're sort of cleaning a coin or something? So satisfying, man.
What do you mean? When they just
Let's laser cleaning coin. Put on the thing. Yeah.
Just so you know as well, I think we can put trailers on, can't we, to react to? Is that a thing that's okay to put on?
Depends on the music.
Well, it's a game, so for Twitch that should be fine, shouldn't it?
Maybe.
Because they've just got a whole copyright thing, this full, like, okay thing for, like, any games on there.
Oh, it's Facebook. I'm not going to fucking Facebook for a video, you weirdo.
If you go down, you should find YouTube there somewhere. Yeah, there's one there. Put satisfying after it if you want to, look for something like that, because that's like a whole thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Looking for satisfying, like, things. So you're going to go, look at that like there. There you go. That looks like it could be something similar.
There we go.
I was just
Cleaning coins with a laser creates some amazing sounds.
Oh, wow.
Cleaning coins with a laser creates some amazing sounds.
Oh God, okay. I wasn't expecting the noise to do anything. I was
Yeah.
like, why would I care about the noise?
Cleaning
So
coins with a
let's go
laser
from the start.
creates
Yeah.
some amazing sounds.
That's fucking amazing, that is.
Cleaning coins with a laser.
How good
creates
is
some
that?
amazing-
How
That's great.
fucking good is that?
You know one thing that surprised me, though, keep it there for a second.
Yeah.
They keep cleaning them coins. What the fuck haven't they cleaned the thing that the coins are on?
Oh, because that's all the dust that's coming off of it.
I don't care. They should clean it.
They will eventually.
got
After
a
they clean
fucking
some coins.
Okay. I suppose they do that first.
Yeah.
It's fair enough. That's how they make the money.
Yeah.
Gotta get those views. Okay.
It's
I
fucking rad
understand
though, isn't it?
That's awesome, man. I wasn't expecting that. You know, there might be something actually that I'm on here because I save like things, you know, on my playlist and that I want to, and it reminds me as well. I just want to play without fucking playing everything though. Okay, what was that? Oh, okay, the facts about Trump shooting or some stuff at the beginning of the Rogan one that I thought would be good to show. Do you want to see this though? Just a quick like.
What is this?
This is Nico. I can't remember why I put this in here, but it just randomly found this earlier. So this is Nico, the guy who does like the one who ran for Prime Minister in London.
Yeah.
Mayor, sorry. Let me make sure it's on the new thing. Yeah. It's the one who won for mayor and all that. And this is when he was doing a thing where he was going around talking to it's America, and I think at the time it was like the right side. The MAGA ones, all them ones, and there's always a whole racist side of them.
Yeah.
So he I don't remember. This was probably from the video when he went and spoke to the KKK leader guy,
Right.
or someone in there, and he had like a meeting with him with the racist guy and stuff, and he was going through all these different things. And this is apparently he has to break out, so like, because normally, well, he doesn't. That's the thing. He doesn't really break out in this. It's just funny.
Yeah.
But normally he like riffs on the guy more, or like kind of plays around with him, but he just starts insulting him. It's great.
What's up, man? Okay. Right, blacks for Trump, that's what we need. Blacks for Trump. Is that what you're saying?
And this isn't even on YouTube, on the guy's channel, so somebody else's channel, so they can't bitch at me for showing this either.
We're going for it. Walk away, what do you mean? Walk away, where blacks have to be walked away because you're mentally slave. Mentally slave? Why
What?
How could you say that to somebody and not expect a reaction? Like, he's already reacting more than I've ever seen him react to something, because he's such a chill dude.
Mentally slaved? What?
Mentally enslaved.
What the fuck?
So I'm assuming because he's saying, you know, because they let, the whole thing when they say they let them be slaves. Do you know what I mean? But black people let themselves be slaves. Be slaves.
the blacks? Why? Do you expect blacks to think this guy's a smug, man? This guy's a smug. What? So what? Blacks are mentally slaves? Yeah. Why? Because you can't think for yourself. How? Because you've been told not to think. Oh, is that what you're saying? Yeah. Really what you're saying? Yeah. Okay, that's big. Okay. Yeah, huge, man. It's true. Sure. No, your gender does it. What? You're saying black people are mentally slaves? Yeah. In a sense, aren't they? No. It's not about this. It's not about the pigment. Your statement was you said black people are mentally slaves. Do you understand that? Yeah. And that. Do you understand how dumb that is? Let's get this guy online. He's just saying black people are mentally slaves. Yeah. Guy, huge, man. All right, great. Don't touch me. Okay, all right, great.
Don't touch me.
Oh, to be fair, I remembered him having a better reaction, to be fair.
Yeah.
I misremembered that in my head. I remembered it as being funnier.
That was weird.
It's crazy that those people exist, though, ain't it?
Yeah.
That they can really think that black people are mentally slaved. I'm assuming that's what he meant when people say about.
He's basically saying that you all have to think a certain way, but we need black people who like Trump because that means that they're somehow unshackled from being a slave mentally. I think that's what he was aiming for.
I thought he was saying that they were always mentally in that slave mode.
Maybe.
And you need to be led, basically.
I think you might be right as well.
And Trump is the way to do that.
Yeah, you might be saying that as well.
Yeah, I don't think he knows what he's saying a lot as well. That's probably a lot of it too.
Yeah.
It's amazing, like that whole video we did where he went to like the KKK people and all of that. You know,
it's brave that shit.
So let me know whenever you want to stop as well, like, because we go for a while. But I'm cool anyway for now.
What's the time?
I don't know.
Actually, yeah, I probably should start getting ready to go.
Do you want to check out a few of these facts?
Let's do this, yeah.
Because I remember it was the beginning bit that I was getting all fun.
Basically, some bizarre movie now. The Trump thing, the shooter, all the stuff that's coming out about the shooter now. The more you read about it, the more you're like, What?
Yeah,
is
it's like
going
a
on?
BlackRock thing too, right?
Yeah, he did a BlackRock commercial. They knew that there was
BlackRock, I didn't say that, did I?
You did, yeah.
It was
yeah,
BlackRock, I said.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, I think we was on about this before we actually were on the podcast,
Yeah.
weren't we? Yeah, yeah, I don't really know what that is because it was in the commercial, but I think it's some kind of intelligence thing.
They still wouldn't let him go on stage. They saw him on the roof, and they didn't engage.
Yeah.
They saw him on the roof with a rifle.
It's a
They
bad
didn't
Secret
engage.
Service right there.
They wouldn't put Secret Service agents on the roof because they said there was a slope to the roof,
Right.
and it would be dangerous.
It's more dangerous if the president, ex-president
Dude,
gets shot, which he did.
They let him get up.
But apparently as well with that, there was a slope that was more sloped that they were on. The snipers and stuff. It's like, well, what were you on about then?
Yeah.
And I just don't understand this. They could see the kid up there.
Yeah.
How does a kid walk around with a rangefinder? He was walking around the area first with a rangefinder.
You can spot someone who's fucking aiming a rifle at someone from a very long distance if they're on top of a big white roof.
The dude just appeared, like he just appeared there, and it's not like he just climbed on the roof somehow.
Yeah.
He brought a ladder.
Yeah.
He brought a ladder and a gun, just set it up, walked up, his gun there, just chilling. In his head, nothing's happening.
Within easy fucking optical distance. He knew exactly where he wanted to go.
Wasn't that far apparently for somebody that could shoot, but I did read in something else that he wasn't a good shot. In something else he'd done. He was like a terrible shot. Can't remember what it was or why, but it's America and they shoot things.
Yeah.
But I remember hearing that. And I think they might say in a minute that there's debate, they don't know whether he used a scope or a iron sights, you know.
Mm.
Well, I mean, to be fair to me, none of that
Hindsight would be a
matters.
stupid idea.
Well,
At
yeah.
that distance.
Yeah. But that would explain why he didn't get him. But at the same time, he was close like twice from what we've seen. The one that the one that hit
He
him.
literally turns his head at the exact right moment.
Yeah, I didn't realise how much it was that exactly. Like when you actually see where it was coming from and stuff. Like, I don't know how to get to it now. Actually. Like you proper see it's like so close. It literally turned his head and would have got him.
Yeah.
It's craziness. But it's just seeing the director of the Secret Service saying that yes, we saw him there. You know, they'd already confirmed with the rifle and everything.
But no, we didn't think it was issue.
He was just suspicious at the time.
Yeah.
If we thought there was a threat, we never would have let the president go on stage.
That's ridiculous. I mean, it's obviously thinking that there could be a threat. If you don't think that's a threat,
Yeah.
what are you doing in the fucking Secret Service?
And somebody else is arguing that this is not a new thing as far as the Secret Service goes. That
Well, they do this on the reg.
but just
up.
that they're crap.
Yeah.
Because they mentioned one, which I'd forgotten about. It was true during the Obama one. I think it was they said somebody was able to jump the fence at the White House.
Oh yeah, and get into the White House
with a gun.
Yeah. Joe Rogan did a whole bit about it.
Really?
yeah. He's got a whole stand-up bit.
Oh, I'm sure Joe Rogan's stand-up is hilarious.
It's actually not bad.
I'm sure it's great.
It's not bad.
Sure. There's one where I can't remember who he was talking to, but he was talking to someone on the podcast, and I don't think the person saying it, maybe he was roasting on purpose, I don't know. He was saying about how some comedians on stage nowadays, like, you know, they're just doing whatever they can, like, you know, they're so desperate to get laughs, they're doing ridiculous shit like fucking a stool on stage.
Yeah, and
like, what the hell? Like, you're just insulting the shit out of it, and like, you're like,
And just like, well, actually, I think it depends on if they have a joke.
Yeah, so like,
and it's like there's multiple moments where he's just chair fucking. Yeah.
Yeah, he kept cutting whatever the thing was. He kept cutting to it, like showing him do it, because he fucking fucks the shit out of a stool.
Fucks the shit out of a stool.
I guarantee he fucking makes sure there's something there to fuck on stage.
Yeah.
I understand. I like having something to put things on stage.
He's done whole things with the stool before though, where he's done like sort of this gremlin thing sat atop it when he's talking about Caitlyn Jenner and all sorts of weird shit. All sorts of weird shit he's done with stools.
Wait, just other stuff like that. That's fine in my opinion.
Yeah.
Any physical stuff, that's cool.
But just fucking the chair.
I do feel like it's probably overdone now.
Yeah.
It's probably because of him. I understand it though, because people feel like they can like get into it, you know, and actually do it.
Yeah.
But nobody really wants to watch somebody really getting into pretending to fuck a chair.
Yeah.
I do want to do the thing where like remind somebody that, you know, like, and I'll need a chair to do it, if you're watching POV and, you know, the whole thing where if you're watching POV porn and then you see the POV person like grab them, then that means that there is somebody else curled around with a camera holding it up there. Or trying to like do that on the chair show, like you'll be there, like it's like you get up and show. I don't know how I do that.
I don't mind the POV.
No, neither do I. But it's just weird if you see the hands.
Why
of the guy.
are you so focused on the final the way the product was made?
Because it's important. I can't help it. If I'm going to analyse media that I watch, I'm going to analyse the media that I whack off to.
That's fair. That is
if
fair.
it's lying to me and it's not what it is,
No.
it's lying to me.
What if they're wearing a GoPro on their head?
Then I point it out.
Yeah.
I don't know how you would, but I don't care.
Yeah.
But then it would be a different shot though, wouldn't it, to be fair? I'd see a bit more. Could tell.
Yeah.
So I could see if it was like...
You get it. You get the idea of that's a GoPro, that.
I feel like that'd be dangerous though, no, because you're doing that and at any time, like you know you're going to look the wrong way or something, or look at Stuart in the back while you're trying to do something. And then Stuart will know when he watches this.
Yeah.
And you're like, yo, why were you looking at me?
What are you doing, Stuart?
No, why are you looking at me? Stuart will be angry.
Yeah, that's true. Stuart's not. He's very professional.
Yeah. He doesn't like the bum tickles. He's not in it for that. He's in it for the raw money.
Yeah, he's in it for the money and the power.
Money, power, and the squishy pussy.
And the extra cocaine.
Well, I mean,
whatever cocaine's left at the end of the day, that's Stuart's. That's in his contract, mate.
That's damn good contact though.
Damn good contract.
Because imagine if you got somebody coming in, like, you know, I'm trying to think who they could have in as a guest. Pablo Escobar, let's say. Yeah. And he just forgets a clump of cocaine.
Yeah, that's all it is.
That's Stuart's.
That's Stuart's now.
I mean, everybody else could have some by the end of the night. Stuart's, and he's going to get street market value for a big brick of Pablo Escobar cocaine.
Sometimes only gets a few bumps, but that's all he needs. But some days, sometimes he gets a lot of that cocaine.
And he's going to be making some good money at the end of it.
That's right.
Going to be selling himself on selling it on street corners. That's not himself.
No.
Selling it himself.
Yeah.
That's a better way to put it.
He doesn't sell it. He doesn't sell it. He uses all of it.
Oh, he got a problem.
All of it.
Oh, he's going to get very angry. That's probably why he's angry now then.
That is, yeah.
Because there wasn't enough cocaine.
That's right.
So he knows he's not going to get...
He expects things to be done a certain way, and he expects there to be cocaine at the end of the day.
Well, for all times of the day.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah.
I think he'd want it through the day.
He's using the cocaine throughout the day, but the rule is that anything that's left over at the end of it is also his.
Oh, so he might know that he's getting somebody in, but right now he's like, I ran out of my cocaine, man.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
Give me some more.
Give me some more cocaine.
Have a go out.
Why didn't you order an extra kilo of cocaine? You should have known this. You should have known this, Argyle.
Wasn't my fault. Pablo Escobar's hippo died. He was running slow. I couldn't help it.
Yeah, but Pablo Escobar's hippos are always full of cocaine, so that problem solves itself.
Well, I'm not going to get one of those hippos.
Well, you should.
Oh, I'm fucking... Yeah, hippo.
Where's the cocaine?
A hippo, in general, is crazy.
Right.
A hippo on cocaine.
Well...
Fuck cocaine bear.
If you're not willing to go into the depths...
Cocaine hippo is the much worse version.
With a cocaine hippo... And strike at its heart and bring me back cocaine, then I don't know if I can employ you anymore.
Wow. We may have to go to a tribunal, sir.
Well...
Because I'm interested in checking out this cocaine hippo. I'm not going to lie.
Right.
I don't know if I'll attack it and do it, but I want to see it. I want to see if he's at the lazy stage.
It very much looks like a hippo on cocaine, so no, it's not lazy.
You're probably right.
It's a bit cracked out at this stage.
I probably wouldn't want to get too near to it at all.
No.
It's going to be crazy. Literally, that would be the most fucked up thing in the world.
It's got a little bit of a touch of like a serial killer vibe now.
There'll be a group of them too. There's like a group of them.
But I'm not saying you can't use something good to kill it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be able to get a gun in America, would I?
Well, who says guns? Maybe.
Well, fuck else are we going to use?
Maybe as an overdose. You know?
Well, apparently not, man. They can take a fucking load.
Maybe.
How much does a hippo need to overdose?
Maybe some of that cocaine's got a little bit of fentanyl in it. That's what I'm saying.
Where's he got to feed it?
It'll get there.
You got a block in his belly just
fentanyl,
coming
fucker.
down. You need a lot of fentanyl still.
Yeah, you'd still need a fair bit of fentanyl.
You're not going to make him crazier still in the end.
Yeah.
Is that not going to make him like pure crazier in the end?
Nah, sleepy if anything.
Fentanyl?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we could just go for something tried and tested, like, I don't know, what do you use for that?
That's not going to work with hippo. Whatever you're thinking.
What's that, fire? Fireworks.
Fire does work.
Fire would work.
Roasted cocaine hippo.
That would work.
It turns into crack inside it.
Oh, imagine how much that would sell for as well.
That'd be amazing.
Be like
Hippo lard crack.
I was like hippo haggis crack. It's cooked in the stomach. It's hippo haggis crack.
It is.
You've got the name of the episode.
Hippo haggis crack. Right, well, I think that's probably that'll do us for today.
Yeah,
that's
you
a
should do more
perfect way
things like
to-
that. I like those things.
Yeah,
I like those
it's
things.
fun.
Man.
Yeah, just go off on one.
Yeah, we're learning how to do that now. It's like I think that's like a skill you develop, like for a partnership and that. So, and we're starting to do. I feel like Bobby Lee and Pinky do that. So we should try and do those bits more.
Those guys are fucking supreme at it.
Yeah.
Right.
Go, man.
Anyway, that's been Squishy Logic for this week.
Yep.
Stay squishy.
And always stay logical like you did because you thought, you know what, I'm not going to wait a week to watch this. I'm going to watch some of it now. You guys were the smart ones.
Yeah.
The people waiting for Spotify, well, they're very smart too because there's a lot more of them.
Yeah.
So they're really smart.
They're so smart.
Right now, you're being smarter. So maybe you do both. That's how you should be really smart.
You should.
We're doing both.
You should watch the live and then you should come back for the edited version on the audio later.
Yeah, it won't be that edited, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But you can also like them all and then you'll be smarter than them all. You're smarter than everyone who like them all.
Smart.
Like and follow us to show you're smarter
You'll
than
be
the average
Nikola
fucker.
Tesla smart.
That's a real
You'll
new
be
thing.
wanting to get married to a pigeon smart.
Yeah. Subscribe, follow, or you're an idiot that fucks pigeons.
That's true.
Keep that shit squishy.
Till next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Always be logical.
There you go. I know we'd already done it, but I just wanted to